Hello, everyone. Before we get started on this week's episode, just a quick word that YouTube, in all its infinite wisdom, has decided that some of the Die Party games are now not suitable for advertising. It doesn't mean a whole lot for the content. I'm not going to censor the videos in any way, but if you'd like to lend your support so that Die Party can continue to grow, please check out the Patreon or subscribe on the Twitch channel. Enjoy the episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome, one and all, to the, third month of Die Party fan parties. If you don't know what fan party is, well, you're in luck. Fan party is a monthly fan appreciation day that we do, where the fans can join in and on a Die Party game, basically. The games are randomly chosen, or not randomly, a poll is given at the end of every episode that we do, and that poll decides what the next game will be. We do a game at the start of the first Saturday of every month, and this is the game for January 2018. The game that we're playing this month is Stars Without Number. Now, some of you might be asking, whoa, is this a revised edition or is this the standard edition? Well, this is the standard edition because the revised edition actually came out like 3 days ago. So I haven't had a chance to actually learn what's different and what rules have changed. But we do have our crew, our cast of members today. Let's go around, introduce everyone. Captain Ragtag, you're up first. How you doing?
I am great. I've been working my ass off, almost froze my face off again today.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you can make it. Little late notice, but we that's why we were a little late, because we had to get Raggles in and get him set
Yeah,
up.
I feel bad about that. My apologies.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Up next, let's introduce Mr. Heavy Metal Madman. What up, sir? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's good, dude? What's good?
Just fixing a busted water pipe, but
Oh,
another day in life.
that's bad, not good. I asked for good. You give me bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Up next,
Because the alternative's worse.
cold, freezing. Yes. Up next, we have Mr. Le Brazil. What up, sir? How you doing?
Just nothing really.
Nice, excellent. Well, I'm glad you can make it back for another month. And
Yeah, boy.
last but not least, we have the Blind Watchman. What up, sir?
Nothing much. Just been working and enjoying this like -5 to 3 degree weather here in New York.
I live in Poland. How is it warmer over there? That astounds me. It really does. I'm like bumfuck nowhere Poland. It should be colder here.
It was -32 today where I was working.
Damn. All right,
Wind
guys.
chill.
So, Stars Without Number is a role-playing experience set in the stars. It is mostly an open-world game, but we're going to do things a little more driven today, one-shot driven. I've gone ahead and made a couple of characters for you guys to, get the skills with, and every single one of our characters, regardless of the character class that they're picking, because we have 2 experts, a warrior and a psychic on our team. Everyone's going to get the mercenary package, training package from the warrior tree, because it does come with skills that they will need to have in order to do this one shot. But we have to pick a couple things for everyone. So the first thing, everyone gets to pick a combat skill. So everyone starts at 1 projectile weapons. And with this particular choice, you can take it to the maximum that you can get at your current level, which is level 5. We're starting at level 5 characters because, this game is notorious for killing people quickly. So The way you get around that is by, well, having higher level characters. The choices that you can choose between are energy weapons, combat gunnery, primitive weapons, projectile weapons, combat sci-tech, which you won't have access to, so don't pick that, or combat unarmed. You will get to pick this once. Now, if you say, Dave, I want to do energy weapons, I want to focus on energy weapons, I can give you an energy weapon instead of the current gun that you have. But right now, everyone has projectile weapons.
Now, by primitive weapons, do you mean like slug throwers, or
primitive weapons are like swords and stuff.
Okay.
Projectile weapons are things that shoot lead out of them, and energy is pew pew. Don't think too hard on this, boys. We got a lot of stuff to cover.
Energy.
Who said that? Blind? You want to swap to energy, so you want to put energy at 2? Do you want? Okay, it's fine. I'll just do it. All right, Heavy. Which are you picking?
I'm gonna go with the hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, what's your character's name?
Arn.
Arn. Okay. You're going with unarmed. Okay,
yep.
So that'll be at 0. Lobo, what are you picking?
I was gonna go unarmed as well.
All right. Where is your character sheet and why isn't it opening? Okay, there we go. Okay, hold up. I think I had the wrong sheet. Wait, what's your character? Oh, your daily pally. Okay, yep. Unarmed.
Daily pally.
Okay, and Blind, what are you picking? Oh, you picked energy, right. So, I guess Ragtag, what are you picking?
Projectile.
Projectile? Okay. Alright. Easy enough. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we need to pick a culture package. This is something your character will have intimate knowledge on. It might be the options that you have to pick from are culture alien, criminal, spacer, or traveler. Spacer is people that work in space. Criminal is underbelly, what have you. Traveler is, backpacking around the universe. And alien is obviously alien.
I'll pick criminal for mine.
Okay. All right. Heavy, what are you picking?
I'll go with criminal as well.
And you're on?
Absolutely.
Okay. God damn it. Can you guys in your character sheets just put your name next to it as well? That'd be super useful. Criminal, okay. Lobo, what are you picking?
Spacer.
Okay. And Blind, what are you picking? Blind, which one are you picking?
Alien.
Alien, okay. All right. So that's general knowledge on aliens. That isn't just like, that isn't intimate knowledge, but it's general. Because alien requires you to say, I want to learn more about this alien. But because I don't have aliens rolled, it'll just be general knowledge. Okay?
Where's a character sheet? Because I don't see one at all.
You have one. I've given you one.
Under the newspaper thing.
Yeah. So click the newspaper icon up the top right, and you'll have one called Ragtag. Yep. All right. The next thing we need to do is we need to pick a background for you guys. Now, during character creation in Stars Without Number, you pick a background package and you pick a training package. But because I've picked the training package for everyone, you now get to pick basically your where you got your start from. This is before you became a mercenary, basically. So the choices are adventurer, armsman, which is like you were like a soldier in a primitive area, space channel, whatever you want to call it, planet. Astiga's mate, which is like navigation, that sort of stuff. Bandit, biotech crew, which is like science. Comms crew, which is like, radio operator. Con artist, deck crew, which is like, repairing a ship. Engine crew, which is exactly what it sounds like. Gunnery crew, hermit, or noble.
Wait, noble?
Yes.
Yeah.
What would you like? Raggles, let's start with you.
I think my guy probably bit more as a radio.
Radio guy? So you want to be on the comms crew?
Yeah, comms, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that gives you computer, which is at 2. So we'll put... You got an extra point, we'll put somewhere else. Yeah, culture spacer, which is at 0. Persuade, which is already at 2, so you get an extra point. And post-tech. Okay, so we'll give you an extra point in stealth and security as a result. Okay, Heavy, where do you want to pick? What would you like to pick?
I think with that primitive soldier thing.
Primitive soldier? Okay, so that was armsman. So that gives you combat primitive. Yours is on, right? Yeah. Combat primitive, which is 0 now. Combat unarms, which will give you a 1 in that. Culture world. That'll just be like you have general knowledge about planets and stuff like that. Because again, haven't rolled any planets. And tactics, which will put it at a 1. Okay. I guess Lobo. What would you like?
You did say there was a con artist, right?
I did, yes.
All right, picking that.
Okay, that'll put culture criminal to 0. Culture world, again, same thing. General understanding of world knowledge and planets and stuff. Persuade, which is already at 2. And stealth, which is already at 2. So I'll put 1 in security and 1 in tactics for you. All right. Blind, what would you like?
Hermit.
Hermit. Okay. Hermit is culture world. Again, general knowledge on planets. Perception, which we'll put that as a 1 for you. Survival, which will make that a 0. And stealth, which will make that a 1. Great. And I think that's everyone, yeah? Yeah, that's everyone. Okay. So, Ragtag, what's your character's name?
Oh, I think I'll go with Calo, Calo, Drayen, Drayen.
Okay. All right. So, the next thing we need to do is we need to roll stats. So this will be fun. Basically, we're going to go from the top to bottom. Now, the way that this works is you don't get to pick where your stats go. It is rolled in order, and that's the stats that you have to go with. So there is no redos in this game. What you get is what you get. But it's worth pointing out that those stats that you get, they're not super important. It's not like Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that. So, going from top, Ragtag, I need you to roll for me 3d6. And this will be for your strength. /R3 space 3d6. $11. Okay. Now press up and then hit enter. 11. Good. And that was for your intelligence. Up and enter. Okay. Wisdom is 7. That's rough. Up and enter for me, please. 7. Okay. Really bad. Up and enter again. Wow, dude.
3 in a row?
Up and enter again, please.
You want the slots?
Hey!
8 is no better than 7. I guess it is. I guess it is, technically. Technically
Just one more.
speaking.
Just give me one. Just give me one, please.
Okay. So, what was your class again?
Oh, expert?
You picked expert? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so the way that this works is you get to modify one of these stats as a favorite stat. And I believe experts, so let's take a look here. Experts, attributes, okay, oh, which one is it? Oh, wait, I think I know experts. Okay, so in your intelligence, which is an 11, or your charisma, which is an 8, you can choose to make one of those a 13, or is it a 14? I'm not entirely sure. Let me just double check. Okay. Okay, yeah. You can pick one of them as a prime attribute to reflect the natural aptitude. You get to pick one of those to make a 14. So that's intelligence or charisma.
Probably charisma, because my intelligence is already pretty high. So.
Yep. Well, it doesn't matter until you get over 13. So.
Oh.
Charisma will give you a +1. So both 11 and 8 technically were the same modifier of 0. So. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and you didn't roll anything over the 13, so you don't get to modify your stats. So they're your stats. Congratulations. You rolled a trash character. All right. So next we're going to do heavy. So heavy, roll me 3d6, please.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow, dude. Okay, another one, please.
Nice.
Oh
That was
my
for your
god,
strength.
he actually did it!
All right, 13. Yep, that's fine. Roll again. 12. Yep.
Heavy, you go fuck yourself.
An 8. Okay, that's okay. Con. 10. And charisma. 12. Now, what was your class?
I was a psychic.
You're a psychic. Okay.
Oh, thank god. I thought you were a warrior. I was
Alright,
like, you're
so
fucked.
Psychics have wisdom or constitution. So your constitution is 10 and your wisdom is 12. Which one do you prefer?
Let's bring that bottom number up.
So constitution?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know, you have these things called psi power points. The highest between wisdom and charisma, the modifying stats on those will add extra powers you can use, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, if you put it into wisdom, for example, you will make your wisdom a 14, which would give you a +1 extra power point to use. Just want to let you know on that. Raggles, if you're going to type, mute yourself, please.
Oh, sorry. Didn't really hear that.
I think I'll just keep it in con.
Okay, 14 in con. Let's go, boys. Okay, okay, that was Rag. Okay. Ooh, okay. Just so you know, Ragtag, because you rolled so poorly on dexterity, you are actually easier to hit now because of that.
Fuck me.
Yeah. So
Hey, wait, no.
I don't hate you.
Was it because I was late?
You just rolled trash, man. I can't help that. Okay, so I guess Lobo, you're next.
Alrighty.
3d6, starting from the top down. Let's go. Oh, hold up.
How many do I roll?
Hold up. 15, which is good. 13, 18 in your wisdom. Keep going. Maximum roll, dude. Wow. Okay, yes, that's really good dex, actually. So next, 11, and one more. 13. Okay.
Holy shit!
That's how you roll a character,
10.
ladies and gentlemen. What are
I've
you playing?
never rolled that well before.
You're an expert, yeah?
Never. Yeah.
Okay, so you can put either intelligence or charisma up 1 point.
Charisma.
Charisma? Okay, so that is now 14. Putting you at a +1. And let's see here. You can move any of the points that are above 13, and you can put them into con until it is 13. So, for example, you can take 2 out of wisdom and put your con up to, which is your constitution. You can put that up to 13.
I'll
if you
do that
wanted to.
then.
I believe that is how you do it. Or is it 14? Okay. 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 Okay, so you can't raise it above 8. Okay. Okay, so you're fine. You can't do anything. We'll just leave your stats as that.
Oh.
So because your
Sure.
dexterity rolled so high, you are actually harder to hit now. Congratulations on that. Okay, so the way the attributes work in this game is anything 14 up, 14 through 17 gives you a +1, and anything 18 gives you a +2 on your roll. So on shooting things, Lobo, you'll be rolling a +2, which is really good. So the way that combat works in this game is the AC to hit something is always 20. It is always going to be 20. In order to hit something, you roll your attribute. You roll a d20 plus your attribute, which in this case is dexterity, which is a 2 if you're on 18. Then you add the opponent's AC. Higher AC means easier to hit. Lower AC means harder to hit. And most enemies have unarmored enemies have an AC of 9, but armored enemies have an AC of about 4 to 5. You can get much higher ones, like for example, I think it's whoever's playing the warrior. You have an AC of 2 by default, but now Lobo, because he rolled so high in his dexterity, also has an AC of 2. And then you add any weapon modifiers that you might have. And if all that rolls up to 20, then you hit. And that's basically how the game works. And I guess last but not least, we have Mr. Watchman. Let's go. Roll me a... Oh, okay. So 15 is pretty chunky. Good stuff. What else you got? An 8. That's not good. What else you got? 12. All right. Next one is the one you need to get high if you want to play warrior. So 10. Not so good. Con? 16. There we go. That's a good one. What else you got? An 11. All right. Pretty standard rolls. Pretty standard rolls. So the expert in your group... Well, one of the experts in your group is really good. The other one's not so good. All right. Because your dexterity is 0, it goes unmodified, but you are wearing essentially something out of, like, say, Mass Effect armor. That's what you have. It's pretty styling. Your armor can withstand atmosphere. So if you go out into space, you can, survive for 24 hours without any new oxygen. And the same thing happens if you get smoked, basically. Or if someone throws gas at you, you won't be affected by it. So that's the bonuses that you have.
So I basically just like get blown out the side of a spaceship, just like, oh no, bud.
Yep, and then you'll just float in space for 24 hours and die at the end of it, so good job there. Okay, and the last thing we need to do is we need to do HP. This is the tough one, because the way that HP works in this game is you do it by level, and if you rolled higher than your previous HP, that's the new HP that you have. And every time you level, you gain 1 more extra dice to roll. So should be interesting. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to do this in order of person. Ragtag, what are you playing? You're playing an expert?
Yeah.
So roll me 1d6, please. Okay, your current
Ah.
HP is... You didn't... Wait, that's
Wait,
one
you rolled a
S6.
1S what?
Roll 1d6 for me, please, not 1s6. You... Okay, that's better. 4. Now roll me 2d6, please.
Again.
Just press up and then modify the old one. Okay, so your HP is now 6. Now roll me 3d6, please. Okay, your HP is now 11. Roll me 4d6, please. Okay, 16.
Oh.
Now roll me 5d6, please. $14. So your maximum HP is 16. Make sense? Cool. All right, Heavy. What class man are you playing? Psychic?
I'm a psychic.
All right, roll me 1d4, please. Okay. Roll me 2d4. Oh, so squishy psychics. Cool. And roll me 3d4, please. 6. Roll me 4d4. 14.
Oh.
Not bad, dude. I don't think you're going to get higher than that. Now roll me 5d4, please. Okay, so 14 HP is your maximum. Cool,
Close.
cool.
Very
That's
close.
not bad, not bad. Okay, next we have Lobo. Lobo, you're playing an expert, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so roll me 1d6. 3. All right, 2d6. 7. All right, 3d6. 12. 4d6. 14. Now 5d6. 28. God damn it, Lobo. God damn.
How?
You a chunky
Roll.
motherfucker. All right, Blind Watchman, you're up, man. All right, for you, we're going to need you to roll 1d8 for me, please. Okay, 2d8. Okay, 3d8. 12, not bad. 4d8. 19, 5d8. 23. Why has the expert got the most health? Okay. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much character creation. Wow.
I'm so confused.
Yeah,
The lines, huh?
you're a chunky motherfucker, Lobo. That's all you need to know.
Every time I've made a character, I've almost never rolled this well.
Isn't he the other person with AC2 as well?
Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how we begin. So, our gentlemen here are mercenaries of a corporation called the Four Horsemen. It is a mercenary corporation. They are tasked with basically whatever the hiree asks of them. If a customer wants them to go in and steal tech, they go in and steal tech. If they want them to protect their daughter while she goes to a ballet, they protect the daughter while she goes to a ballet. In a lot of cases, they get hired to do things that people don't necessarily want to do, or is dangerous, or whatever. The Four Horsemen don't take any sides, and they are paid, and their allegiances go to the person who paid them to do a job. There is a couple of things that the Four Horsemen abide by, and entry into the Four Horsemen gets you a Four Horsemen tattoo somewhere on your body, generally on the chest or on the arm or what have you.
On the dick.
Well, some way you need to be able to show people, and showing your
I
genitalia.
can show it.
No, not really.
I have the hell for it. I can take the hits.
Yeah, okay.
Tattoo.
So you have a tattoo somewhere on your body, and this tattoo represents you representing the corporation, which means if someone pays you, your allegiance is to that customer. If someone offers you money to do something else and you take it, you will be revoked from the Four Watchmen. The Four Horsemen. I keep fucking goddamn it. Anyway, you'll be removed from the four Horsemen, which is a bad deal because they basically remove your tattoo. And if it is on your penis, I'm sorry. So don't get a penis tattoo.
That's how they get me to stay.
I hate this already. Anyway, you guys are basically a squad. You've worked together for a while. You work pretty good together. Your psychic has saved you a lot of times with his or her. I can't work out which one you are, Heavy. Which one would you be? A male or a female?
Arn is a male.
A male? Okay. He has saved you multiple times with his precognitive abilities, which means he has the ability to see into the future and get basically a warning about 60 seconds before something hits the fans whenever he's around. So he's almost like the canary in the cave. He will let you know when there's danger about, basically. You guys have done quite a lot of jobs together. I would say that you are veterans within the company, and you definitely know your stuff. Your latest customer goes by the name of Renee Carmen. She is a alien who is a universally praised and regarded opera singer. Your current task is to escort her over to Palace Restal, is a large space station that orbits a small moon, which is basically the moon doubles as a extraterrestrial zoo, and the space station itself is actually a casino palace. Basically, it's basically Vegas in space. She is going there for a one night only opera that she is going to be the star of. The reason why she's hired you personally, or at least her agency has hired you, is because lately she has been receiving a lot of death threats, specifically around alien extremists who believe that the universe belongs to humanity and that aliens have no place among the stars. So, yes, 100% this is not inspired by Fifth Element. It is, actually. So, that is your task before you. Currently, you are on your way over to Palace Restal on your ship called the Vigil Sparrow. And you are there with her, I guess, hand staff, wait staff, whatever you want to call them. She has an entourage of about 5 people, all of different alien races. But most of them, a majority of them make up the human variety of alien. You are all humans yourself. Each of you speak English. And does anyone have a high intelligence?
Personally, no.
Okay, no one knows anything more than English, basically. So, what would you guys like to do? You're on your ship right now, and you are coming into the region with Palace Restal in it.
Hey, one question.
Uh-huh.
Can humans bang aliens?
The answer is yes, but doing something
Excellent.
that you're I want to state in advance that doing something that your customer does not want is, grounds to remove
I'll
you
make them
from
wanted.
the PMC. So just letting you know. Because I ain't falling for your shenanigans again, Lobo. Okay. So you all arrive within the sector where this space station is. If any of you played any space game, you know that space in fiction isn't always dark, empty spaces. This one in particular has a very bright aesthetic to it. It's a very sort of orangey pink glow to the actual emptiness of the vast space that you're in. And the sun in this region is actually like a bright white. As you come out of light speed, or hyperspeed, I think it's called in this game. Let me just double check, but I don't think it really matters ultimately. You are greeted with the sight of this enormous space station. Now, the moon itself isn't a small moon. It's actually a fairly large one. But yeah, the space station's like a giant ring that orbits this moon, with the moon in the center. So where would you guys be as you exit Lightspeed?
Probably waking up.
Yeah, you sleep when you can or whatever. Or
Admiring myself in the mirror.
Yeah, I eat and then I sleep. That's pretty much the life of Arn off when he's not in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Practice my humping.
So Lobo's character mysteriously loses all of his attributes. Actually, who rolled the worst attributes? Let's swap those attributes around.
No!
Can I argue my 3?
Yeah, Dave, if you have him and I just switch characters, that'd be great.
Yeah, Ragtag, you now have Lobo's stats, and Lobo, you now have Ragtag's stats. All right, so yeah, I guess let's go from top down. Ragtag, what are you doing right now? What is I guess Kalo doing?
Well, he's probably just checking all equipment, making sure it's not breaking down. It's like, okay, is this good? This is good. Okay, this is great. This is great. Like, just like make sure nothing breaks because he's really worried about that kind of stuff. He likes nothing going wrong with this tech.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me. Like you're very on point. You're a professional mercenary. That's great. Well, I guess Metal. What are you doing? What does
yeah, like I said,
Arn do? Yeah.
As soon as they get out of it, he's waking up. He's got space pizza on his chest, a space beer in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Like, do you
Shirtless.
wake up out of like your little bed and you just roll over and grab what you need?
Yeah, no, I just get right to it. Mm-hmm. Not a word to anybody.
He has a space hangover.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask this, but Lobo, what are you doing?
Making sure I'm freshly clean shaven, getting dressed for the occasion.
Interesting. What is your attire then? If you're getting dressed for the occasion,
a white suit.
All right, interesting.
With a pink tie, and I'm putting on some perfume.
So here's the thing: if you go in without your combat field uniform, which is something you have access to, your armor will be basically you'll be a lot easier to hit. Is that something you want to do? Do you want to play the part?
Yes.
Okay, you want to be sort of interesting.
Disguised among the crowd.
So, let's see here. Okay, we can say that you have an armored undersuit, which will put your AC up to 5 instead of 2. Which means that when someone tries to shoot you, they will be rolling with a +5 instead of a +2. Just want to make sure you're aware of that.
Cool.
But you can, for the most part, get into places where patrons would be able to go without raising an eyebrow, without people raising an eyebrow at you. I guess, and Watchman, what are you doing in this instance?
So,
My guy is in his full battle attire, but he's in the ship's bar, and he's just telling a story like, "Oh yeah, bud, back home on Space Canada, we're just like, oh, you fucking hoser, you just cut me off because I was in line at a bar trying to get in, and they're just like, oh, I'm fucking important. So I walked up and just slammed him inside of the back of the head into a post and just ran away.
Who are
Oh
you
yeah,
telling
bud, it
this
was
story
great.
to? Who are you telling this story to? Because the ship's
Anyone
bar is like, your ship is basically like her entourage and you four.
At the bar, just gets to hear that story.
You're just saying a story out loud.
No, Dave. Like I'm probably like just like slightly over them. I'm like, he's always his fucking story every goddamn trip. I swear to God.
Oh, go fuck yourself, you stupid fucking hoser.
I'm whispering, you bitch.
You're whispering. He can
So
still
well,
hear
you stupid idiot. I'll fucking fuck you up, you hoser.
it. Okay. All right. So, the autopilot dings as you start to receive a call from Palace Restal. Who would be the one to
Time to
take
get
it?
to the bridge.
Yeah.
I feel like my guy would always do that.
I'm just too busy admiring myself.
It's like kiss your muscle or whatever. Yeah. Nice. All right. So who said they were going up there? That was Bud. Okay. So Bud, you answer the call. It's like, this is Space Station Palace Restal. Please state your intentions as you come into dock.
And the opera singer, bud. We're just here to deliver her to wherever she's going, bud.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
What's the opera singer's name again?
Renee Carmen.
We're here to guard Renee Common and get her to the place she's supposed to go.
Roger that. Please send over a passenger manifest along with your inventory that you wish to bring on board. I understand that she is a VIP. Will we need to make any arrangements?
Bud, as long as this goes smoothly, we've got this covered.
Very well. I wish to inform you that anything larger than a pistol, you will be required to carry that within a container of some sort. Open weaponry is not allowed on Palace Restal.
As understood, bud. We will make sure that happens.
Very well. Please dock in station 327. I'm sending the coordinates to you now.
Okay, bud. See ya there, I think. See a security force there, probably.
And the call
Then I pull
disconnects.
up.
Yeah.
Hey, can I have a hooker gun?
I'm sorry, a what?
You know, one of those hooker guns?
Like
What-
small one-shot guns.
A gun that fires hookers?
It's called a derringer.
Yeah.
So you're permitted to carry pistols and assault rifles with you. However, the assault rifles will need to be hidden outside of public.
But I
eye.
can have a hooker gun.
Okay. It's not called a hooker gun. Please don't call it that.
But only hookers use them.
Okay, let's take a look. The closest that I can give you is probably a pistol or a revolver. You know what? Crude pistol. That's what it is. So, Lobo, you currently have in your possession...
A crude hooker gun.
I gave you a submachine gun
God.
that you can take with you, but you can
God
have the crude gun as well if you want.
Yeah. Perfect.
So it only works within 5 meters.
Yeah, I want to hide it real good on me. So that way if somebody's like, give me your weapon, I'm like, here's my SMG. And then I take out the hooker gun and get him.
All right, I'm okay
Easy.
with that. You get 1 bullet in the magazine,
Perfect.
and it
Oh,
requires you 2 rounds to reload it.
To kill myself.
All right. Okay. Great. Any other special requirements for weapons? Who was it that wanted to do alien energy weapons?
That was Bud.
Bud. Okay. And you're the warrior, radio. Okay, so I'll need to make changes for you then. In terms of alien energy weapons, you can have a thermal pistol, or a plasma projector, or a laser pistol, or a laser rifle.
What's the plasma projector? Is that a pistol?
You shoot hot plasma at people. It's not a pistol.
Projector.
Was that you want the plasma projector? Okay. So this is the type of thing that melts. Let me give you an idea of what this is. So plasma projector. Replace the beam of a laser with a small sphere of magnetically shaped plasma. The spheres tend to dissipate at much shorter ranges than a laser beam, but do significantly more damage to targets within range and are not affected by ambient particulates. So, for example, you can't shoot a laser beam in a sandstorm because, you know, the laser beam would get chewed up by the sand, essentially, right? But a plasma gun can shoot whatever the fuck it wants, and it's fine. The problem is that a plasma projector is also explosive. So if you shoot a plasma projector, the chances of it breaking are pretty high. And the range is also halved. So you get 50 meters is the decent range of it. And you have 6 bullets in it. Okay. Any other changes? Nope. All right.
Me having a backup gun?
You want a backup gun?
Because he did say it would break, so.
Oh, only if it's like destroyed. Like if you throw it into a room and someone shoots at it and it blows up, it's like.
I took that the wrong way. Then yeah, I'm fine with what I have.
Okay.
Did I have like a baton on me, or
You want a katana?
baton?
Baton. Okay. Sure. We can give you a primitive weapon. So there is a club. You can have a stun baton.
Sure.
Okay. Stun batons use strength. So melee weapons use strength. Which you are better at anyway. So
Yeah,
no
that's why.
harm, no foul. Okay, so stun baton.
If I can get 2 revolvers, I'd be a happy man.
1 second. Primitive strength. Stun baton is 1d8. And what's it say here? Okay, so you won't be able to kill with a stun baton. Its range is close. So yeah, it's fine. Okay. All right. And you wanted what? 2 revolvers?
2 revolvers.
Okay. So you can't really dual wield in this game. It doesn't give you like any benefits, but we can just say that your revolver. I mean, I'm sure there is a rule somewhere, but I don't know it. So,
I wasn't planning on dueling anyway.
okay. So you just want to be able to have 2 guns at your disposal that you don't have to reload, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. So that's fine then. We can do that. It's really only 1d8. That's interesting. So you have a submachine gun, a revolver, and a revolver. Yeah?
Sounds good.
Okay. That's cool then. Everyone happy now with all their stuff? Yep. Cool.
Yep.
I hear no complaints. Excellent. All right. So yeah, who would be helming the ship then? I'm not going to make you make a roll, but I just want to get an idea of who would be the ship driver, pilot.
I would say Lobo because he has the highest stats, but I feel like he's too busy doing something.
Oh man. Oh,
So Ragtag, you're the other expert. Experts are normally the
such a good
pilots and
kisser.
stuff.
Yeah, well, it probably makes sense for me since I'm more of a tech guy myself. So it'd be like, okay, this does this, that'll do that.
Okay, cool. So you are the one to drive the ship in, dock it, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, you guys arrive. The dock that you've stationed the Vigil Sparrow is pretty much like an enclosed docking area, specifically used for VIPs, and a small retinue of security forces show up. 4 of them, in fact. And you can essentially use them to carry luggage or what have you if you want. You've also been given a suite at this space station where you can station goods or what have you if you want as well. But yeah, they come and they escort you throughout the space station. For the most part, you guys are taken through like the back area because having your Renee come and walk around on the main floor would be like a disaster for security. So they actually ask that you take a back route.
Hey, can I have them carry a bunch of junk?
Like
Oh,
Like just a suitcase full of scrap metal?
why would you need a suitcase full of scrap metal?
So I can tell somebody something's valuable in it, and then they give me a bunch of money, and then when they look into it, oh no, well, it's scrap metal.
I don't understand the relevance of that. Is there a reason why? You
I'm a
want that
con
done?
artist.
You're a former con artist, and you're now a mercenary.
Ah, come on. My habits have still remained.
All right. Sure. You can
he
have
does
them.
that.
You can have them carry a briefcase full of scrap metal.
Yeah.
I'm to carry a thing of medical supplies to our safe house.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they already have a lot of that stuff in this space station, but you can carry a box of medical supplies without problem.
I want to be known that the guard thinks it's something valuable. You know,
Got
treat
it.
it with real care.
He
Get
carries.
scrapped.
Worth more than your life.
Yeah. Okay. He believes you inherently. Because you're a VIP, you're coming from a VIP section. Of course, he's going to believe that whatever you're giving him to carry is valuable.
Remember, it's locked with like a small key that I have on.
Sure. You have a small key to a lockbox that a guy is carrying filled with junk.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you guys brought with you from the ship?
My reading glasses.
I mean, you can carry your own reading glasses, no problems there. Unless you
No,
give it to
man.
one guy and he
I
just
can't-
carries
They're
it.
gonna get broken.
Okay. But a lot of, Renee has a lot of her own luggage, which is like clothing, personal effects, that sort of stuff that she brings with her. And her retinue has more luggage than she does. So there's a lot of baggage that get added into this. Yeah, you guys escorted to your room. The VIP section in this is kind of nice. The room that you're stationed in is one of the main suites. It's not the most expensive suite because there are very wealthy individuals here, but the suite is actually fairly nice. It has like a Mass Effect style like room looking over the white sun. At least at this time of the day, it does. During the night, you get a really good glimpse of the nighttime, designated sleeping nighttime. You get a really good glimpse of the moon below, and you get to see a lot of the natural wildlife of the moon as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much what is the situation there. Her hand, the VIP suite has actually got like separate rooms set up and stuff like that. You guys have your own electronic systems in place, so things like setting up cameras on the actual like The room itself and all that sort of shit is completely possible. If you wanted to do
Can I
that.
have a tracker?
Give me an idea what that is exactly.
Just something to keep track of my box. Full of scrap metal.
Yes.
Excellent.
You have
It's in the box.
You have a personal tracker on your junk box.
In the junk.
Okay. All right, Lobo. You've made your point.
Okay. My guy sets up cameras facing the doors and all other entrances to make sure no one gets in without knowledge.
So yeah, they have security cameras in the hallway, but they don't have any within the actual VIP room itself. So you guys can set that up. You can have some out in the hallway as well. You've been allowed at least that requirement. And the other thing is too, each of you can have, I guess, cameras on your person if you wanted to as well. So you could have feeds from your personnel. Security.
Can I have one in my
junk box? Yes.
Yeah. That's even better than what I was thinking of.
No, like as you set up the cameras, I'm going, are those the F series? I mean, F series are very, very better in quality, but I'd rather go with the D because D is a lot more reliable. I'm just saying.
I was given, bud. They're just in the fucking shipments we were given before we left. Down places.
Okay, well, just saying.
You can set them up, bud. I'm just trying to fucking make sure this is secure and shit.
Yeah, so is there any other precautions you guys want to set up? She has a mic test that she needs to go to in a little while, which you guys will be required to escort her down to that. But other than that, is there any other precautions that you want to take? Like maybe you want to talk to her staff or anything like that? Get them to do stuff for you, get them to carry things on them so you know where they are, anything like that. Give me an idea of what you set up. Because
does this place have vents?
Of course it has vents. It has ventilation, yes.
Let's check the vents, see if they've been used lately.
What are you looking for exactly?
Well, like, recently moved dust, or like maybe like a bulge in the vent where somebody might have been and like broken the vent a little bit, like bent it.
Okay, well, I mean, let's get a security check from you, Mr. Lobo, so that we can get an idea of what you do there. So, security is a skill. So if you scroll down, you see a bunch of skills. The way that skills work in this game is I'm going to tell you a DC of this check. Now, what you are asking for is you wish to find out whether or not this room has been tampered with, right? Is what you're saying? Okay, so the skill difficulty on that, it starts at 6 and goes all the way up to 13, with 13 being the highest. So I'm going to say that this is probably an 8 on the skill register. So if you could go ahead and roll for that for me, please. And skills are 2d6 plus whatever your skill is.
I don't see the security.
It's there. It's under science. Just follow S and you'll see it.
Because I feel like my guy would be doing that.
Well, whoever was setting up the cameras will also get a security check from you as well. It goes in alphabetical order, Lobo. So.
Well, it's CEGHIL, and that's it.
It goes. No.
I don't see it.
It goes A, B, C. It goes down.
No, I mean,
from left to right. So down, it goes from left. It goes A
down.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
Oh,
you see it
I didn't
now?
see the stuff on the right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
So click that for me, please.
Attribute what?
I guess in this case it would be intelligence.
B. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, you rolled like trash. So, I mean, your intentions are pure, but you don't find anything out of the ordinary. I mean...
Alright.
Does that set up the cameras?
Yeah, Watchman, if you're setting up the cameras, let's get an idea of how... So basically, your result here, if you fail to set up your cameras, which will also be difficulty 8, If you fail to get a good roll, you'll still set them up, and they'll still be functional, but there'll be blind spots, and you won't notice that there's blind spots. Basically, is how that'll work. So go ahead and roll for me, please.
No assisted.
Okay, so wait. Okay, 5. Yep. What was your check that you made there? Intelligence.
I thought that would be what that was.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure you ask next time you roll. But no, you didn't. You didn't pass. So you setting up the cameras. You know, you're setting them up when when Renee mentions that she needs to go, or one of her retinue mentions that she needs to go down for a mic check. And you have to drop what you basically have to put it together quickly and then go with her. So that's what the result is there.
I feel like I'm on like one of my last cameras and I literally just drop it and say, "All right, Bob, let's go."
Okay. So Renee herself is basically, the way that I would describe this alien race is kind of like crystalline in a way. Renee is what she's given herself a name of because that's what humans do. In her culture, she doesn't have a name. It's more like a series of vibrations and hums that she has as her name, but humans cannot pronounce it. So she basically has, what she has. And the actual crystalline people can shape themselves anyway, and they normally have their own, they normally give themselves their own identity. Their personality is grown as they grow, and it's grown over centuries. So their people, her people, is very ancient, and they're long living, but they're rarely seen outside of their own planets. Those that explore, known as sort of deserters of their race. So she's a very rare alien, which makes it all the worthwhile to protect her a little more. So she's more like
banger.
She's a pale pink rock in the shape of a woman, basically.
My favorite color.
Yeah, artisanal personality. Yes. So that's what you're dealing with. She normally walks around in like a veil, because it's a lot easier to stay hidden that way. But her retinue is incredibly chatty, and it's like herding cats in a little bit. But so you guys, how do you guys go about bringing her down to the mic test?
As possible.
I guess I'd
What was
be
that,
like,
Watchman? You cut off halfway through.
Early as possible, taking back routes and such.
Early as possible, is that what you said?
As possible.
All I heard was as possible.
all right.
Hey,
No, he said quietly as possible.
Quietly as possible. Okay. Yeah, so Watchman, all you need to do, go to your settings in Discord and change the what is it? Hang on. Change the automatically determine input sensitivity and just drag that down a bit further, because you're cutting off way too early. And that should fix it. All right. So, what was the other suggestions you guys wanted to do?
No, I just wanted to mention that I'd be like right a bit behind her, but like, almost by her side, and with like the guard to my side holding the suitcase.
Okay, so you are
pretending to be really important.
Well, I mean, once the security dropped her off, she doesn't have. You're her guards now, not the station security.
Can't I just force him to come?
No. I mean, you could try, but they're paid to do a job, and they've done their job. You're being paid to do another job, which is protect her. So, what would you like? So you want her to come along with you, and you want to bring this box of yours?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Now you're dressed in your
Why tuxedo with a pink tie?
okay. What about the other crew members? What are you guys doing?
Sorry, I don't want to be caught off guard. I'm like a couple paces ahead too, to watch out.
Okay. So you're scouting ahead basically and you've already got a line predetermined as to where you're going and that sort of stuff?
Only us guards know, because I don't want to leak.
I don't know what's happening with your mic because I'm only catching like the last part of what you're saying there, Watchman. So
I said, only the guards know. We have a determined path.
yep. But the guards aren't with you anymore, so it's just you guys.
I mean, like, the three of us, the four of us.
Okay, yeah. So you have you mapped out which direction you're going to go, and you're going to take that path.
Yep.
All right. Raggles.
I say I'd probably just like look around for any security cameras because this place would definitely have them.
Oh yeah,
To
no,
see that they're
definitely.
kind of like following. To see if they're just following along with us, or they're just stationary.
They're not following along with you. They are stationary.
Okay.
And Metal, what are you doing?
Given my abilities, I'm going to stay pretty close to our mark.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So you guys take all the precautions. You know, you make sure that she's hidden from public eyes as much as possible. But and you do make it to the grand entertainment hall with no problems. This is essentially if you guys, you know, you drop her off at this place and you spend a bit of time, like sort of, this is where you can set up ahead of time if anything happens during the performance. So the room itself is pretty, it's very regal is the way I'd describe it. There's lots of rugs and red and gold everywhere. The floor itself on the actual stage has a trapdoor, which a lot of stages do, and the curtains and whatnot are very thick. It seats probably maybe close to 20,000 people. So it is a very large amphitheater, and it is broken up into seating arrangements, both upper and lower, with a couple of VIP boxes stationed on either side of the actual event itself. So she's going through a mic test. You know, she basically just you know, belts out a couple of tunes into the microphone, kind of just, you know, pop songs and stuff like that she knows and whatnot. And they set her up with a microphone. Is there anything you guys do at this particular moment, this juncture, while you're getting set up in order to premeditate things?
I'm gonna check out that trap door.
Yeah, I was about to say I want to see that door secured.
Well, I mean, it's a stage door, so essentially, I don't know if you guys have ever used a trapdoor on an actual performance stage before, but the way that they work is they can be both a cranked elevated, or you can have a flight of stairs going up to so that people can appear mid-set, essentially, if that makes any sense. So underneath it is basically like a dressing room almost.
I think it would be advantageous if one of us was here in the event of live performance disturbance.
Yeah, so basically what's going to happen is you'll have an opportunity to pick where you want to be stationed during the actual performance itself. Maybe some of you can wait in the wings or behind stage, and maybe someone even in the front. Like basically the seating arrangements, you won't be able to take seats in the crowd because it is pretty much packed. But you will be able to sit and stand in places if you wanted to.
Are there catwalks?
Yes, there are catwalks, yeah.
Okay, can I go look up there and see if like anything got screwed with recently, like any kind of lights or whatnot?
So you want to see if anything is like set up to
Just
fail?
tampered. Yeah, tampered with possibly.
Okay, let's get a maybe a perception check here. This will be with intelligence.
So 1.
And the difficulty here will probably be a 8 again.
Okay, so it'll be a 1d.
No. Check the skills. There's a button right next to it. You just click it. And then it'll say what attribute you're rolling with, and you click intelligence. And then it'll roll it for you.
Assisted 0.
0.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. For the most part, this seems there's nothing out of the ordinary here.
Yeah. I'll just head back down. Like, yeah. So all the tech's fine up there, but it probably best to just have someone up there maybe later tonight, just in case.
Go up there because you understand that shit, bud.
Okay.
Okay. So.
I mean, he has a point. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. I'm like, yeah, I do.
Hey, can I put the suitcase like by the entrance to the theater, but like a bit to the side, so you'd kind of have to go out of your way to take it?
Okay. Oh, can I ask why?
That's bait, mate.
For who?
Somebody.
Okay. Well, they have. So think of this as like any Vegas casino or strip or what have you.
I think I've been to one.
I don't know. Have you? Think of it as an airport then. Unaccompanied baggage is always removed, taken as a threat more than anything else. So if you leave your bag there, security will take it. That's generally how these places work. Okay, can I just ask, what are you attempting to do with this fucking box?
No, I just thought it'd be a little different, like the setup.
Okay. I'm a little confused what this box is for, Lobo. I understand you want to try and con someone to give you money, but...
Not exactly.
Okay, well, what are you trying to do with it? Give me an idea here.
I want to convince people that it's worth a lot of money, so somebody will steal it. And hopefully that person will either be one of the bad guys or will know about the bad guys in one way or another.
Okay. I mean, you're in a casino, so if anything, the people that are most likely to steal something like that are the desperate.
And they might have made a desperate deal to sneak somebody onto the casino.
Okay. All right. Well, what would you like to do with this box of yours?
Well, I mean, I guess I could... Can I maybe instruct the guards not to, like, remove it?
Well, considering that they have a lot on their plate and this place has a lot more guards than just a handful, that would be almost impossible. You would have to talk to every single guard or find a way to send out a memo to all the guards. This place seats 20,000, man. The station itself is fucking enormous. I'm a little confused as to how you plan on doing this. What is... Okay. Try and work with me here, Lobo. What are you trying to do exactly, man?
Well, ideally, I wanted to, like, leave it in front of, like... You know, like, at locations like these or whatever, there's, like, a bar or a counter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like, leave it in front there. And I just tell, like, the barkeep to, hey, you just mind looking at that while I go to the bathroom? All right, cool, thanks. And then I go just mix in with the crowd so nobody notices me. And I watch over it, see if somebody steals it, and then track them down. That's what I wanted.
Okay. I would say that that's possible, except you're here to protect a VIP. So if you don't do it, then it's just going to be you doing something by yourself, I guess. If that's what you want to do, I'm happy to have that happen, Lobo.
I mean, the other three have it handled, don't they?
Sure.
Well, I
So-
go,
Why don't
investigate the area.
okay? Why don't we actually have you do this con then? Right. So
All right.
I guess Dally excuses himself, and you walk off into the actual casino strip proper. The strip itself is a cascade of lights, advertising, and basically just an affront to the senses of everything. There's no clocks in this area, as you'd imagine. And basically, this place is just like... Have you ever seen the only way I could think to describe it is, when Marty McFly goes to the future and Back to the Future, and he's like walking along, and that LED fucking Jaws jumps out of the water and tries to eat him. the hologram Jaws. It's a little like that, right? There's just a lot of like, casino advertisements of like, girls in Indian suits like shooting casino bags and stuff like that. There's the sound of slot machines ringing, basically advertisements for the new types of restaurants that they have on the strip, that sort of stuff. And basically the entire area that you're on, it's almost like a highway of people. There's almost like thousands of them, more than your eyes could possibly count, walking along the strip at any time. Street performers up and down this place. Yeah. What's your target? You going for a bar? Where are you going?
Yeah, I guess I'll go for like a bar. Yeah, sit down, be like, hey, a barkeep, give me a drink.
All right. What type of bar are you going for? Are you going for somewhere that is not crowded? Because a lot of these places are crowded. You got to remember, this is...
Of course I want it to be crowded.
All right. Well,
where we get more desperate people.
Sure. You spend a bit of time attempting to navigate the entrance of this bar. You get in, you go past coat check and all that sort of stuff, and you walk into the bar itself. There's no empty seats, and it's pretty much all standing room in here. So what would you like to do?
All right. Can I still like stand by the bar? Or...
You can eventually wiggle your way into the bar, yeah.
Yeah, I'll like wiggle my through and be like, important guy come through here. We got real valuable stuff. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I need a drink.
Okay. Make your way to the bar.
Hey, pal, I got some real valuable stuff, and I'm so stressed. Would you mind giving me some kind of light stuff? Just enough to get me a little tipsy.
Okay. So he just sort of looks at you and he's like, sure. And he pulls out a bottle of something and pours it into a shot glass for you and just slides it over to you. He's like, that'll be 15.
All right. Here you go, man. And what? Do I have 15? Is that
credits?
Like, a lot?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably the same. I mean, it says 15 for a shot, so $15 basically. So.
Well, I can afford that, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I like give him 15. I'm like, thank you, sir, and I take the shot. I'm like, oh man, you wouldn't believe the deal I got on this precious loot. It was a steal. I'm gonna sell this for like 10 times the price. It's amazing. You wouldn't believe it. And I just go on and on bullshitting.
I mean, he's serving other people, right? Like
yeah, I'm basically just talking to myself, really.
You're basically
pretending
just, like,
to talk to him,
talking to basically thin air right now. So let's get, I guess, I don't know, a persuasion. Persuasion.
No, I'm not like.
What's that?
No,
Ragtag, what are you saying? What are you saying, Ragtag?
I'm about to say it like cuts back to us as he's in this tangent. Like, do you think he's trying to con someone? We're like, oh god, maybe not.
Yeah.
Fucking Hoser's at it again. He's gonna act just like me at the bar earlier on our ship, talking to no one.
Mm-hmm.
Such a.
You mean tell the same exact fucking story over and over again, like every single trip?
does. We always come back to him in the middle of a con, just oh yeah, bud, I just got this fucking thing, 10 times the amount. Oh yeah, bud.
All right, so let's get a persuasion check from you, Lobo. The difficulty here is going to be a 10 because fuck you.
Fuck you.
You have the stats for it, man. And you're basically talking to thin air right now, trying to convince people that your junk is worth something. So,
What, do I use charisma?
yeah, it'll be charisma.
Alright. Ah, man. My good luck's gone.
Basically the noisy bar continues to be noisy, and you say what you say, and then you look around like expecting someone to be like, well, that's a mighty fine piece of work you got there. I'll buy that for $2. No, nothing like that. No one pays any attention to you. In fact, you try and call the barman over again to get another drink, and he's too busy. As the saying goes, you couldn't get served at a bar with a $100 bill sticking out your zipper right now.
Alright, can I just go to the bathroom? Well, go to the bathroom, and just like hide amongst the people, see if anybody takes the suitcase or not.
So you want it to be stolen, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure. How long do you wait?
How long was the rehearsal gonna take? Like what, half an hour, an hour?
Is this something you would have inquired about? Before running off to do a...
We probably have known that, right?
I mean, I don't know. Did you ask before you left?
I'm gonna guess like... Alright, I guess 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah, roughly.
Bar is enough, right?
So how long do you wait then? Given your guess.
Around 15, 16 minutes, maybe 18.
Okay. You wait 18 minutes. You notice that your seat at the bar basically goes untouched for like maybe 4 minutes. And then the bartender just comes back and goes, he looks at your suitcase and just goes, fuck, and just grabs it and puts it under the bar and just goes back to doing his stuff.
Ah. Con failed. Mission failed. Feels bad.
We'll get him next time. No. Yeah.
Alright, I planned out too.
So what do you do now, Mr. Daly? What do you do?
Hang myself.
All right, yeah, there's a noose right there. No.
No, okay, I guess I'll just go
Save
back
me
and
the
be all
trouble of doing it
defeated and
myself.
shit.
Sure.
Be like, oh fuck.
So you go back.
Fail.
So everyone else, what is your preparations like now that everyone else is doing their actual job? Is there any other preparations? So you find a good sniper perch. You investigate the area for faulty wirings, any sort of attempted ambush assassination stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. So what's the plan?
It would check all entrances and exits.
Yeah, no, you've done all that stuff. It seems pretty standard. Like, it doesn't seem to be, there's nothing out of place here. You make all the precautions that you'd normally make. Is there anything out of the ordinary that you guys wish to do?
Can I get a list and like pictures of people who are working the night of the thing?
Yeah, absolutely. That's not, you won't even need to make a roll for that. You can find, staff lists pretty easily.
Can I go talk to her and be like, hey, has anyone been like really bothering you recently, or kind of like stalking you, like someone like who's really been pushing it?
You do have a dossier that had all this information in there. You know that she's been getting death threats from a anti-alien organization, which is why she hired you in the first place. But outside of that, any sort of, like, you probably would have talked to her on the way over, or her retinue, or her entourage, and the same things stated basically, like, they have no idea the identities of the people who make up this organization, but they are aware that they are extremists, and that's why they hired the best, which is unfortunately you four. So yeah, the sound check goes off without a hitch. You guys do your precautions. Now you have a bit of time before the event goes live. You got like maybe 4 or 5 hours. Is there anything that you guys want to do? You basically have a list of staff that's going to be working the event.
The first thing I do is I walk over to Natalie and go, "So how was your stupid fucking con, you hoser? Did it go through or did it fail like always?"
Look at him, it failed. He's so defeated. He fucked up again.
"Oh, man, I'm so sorry for you, bud, but you left the fucking target again. You know, like always."
Alright, drop him. Come on.
Drop him? What?
His tattoo's gonna get...
Okay.
Eric.
Does maintenance on his weapon and armor as well.
Yeah, so you guys just hang out in the room for the entire time?
Of Dally every 5 minutes.
I'll say, if there's a way I can find out, like, if there's like any new hires recently, I could double check on the list.
That would be pretty hard. Like, what exactly? Like, you're gonna have to be a little more specific, though.
Like, anyone hired like recently within like the past like month maybe.
Yeah,
who's gonna be working
that list is in the thousands. This is a humongous space station.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, is there any way that you want to narrow this search requirements down? Like, what exactly are you looking for?
No. I was trying to think of like anyone who's hired recently who's gonna be working at the event.
At the okay, that's a little hard to state. You do like if you got your list of like stuff, right? And you go through the list of hirees there, or you can check how long people have been a part of the company for. This sounds like it is probably a. This would probably be a bureaucracy intelligence role. Mm-hmm. If your skill is so just roll it and click intelligence basically. The difficulty here is going to be 8. Oh yeah. You rolled terribly. I mean, you have this great idea of checking all that sort of stuff, but it doesn't seem like you have you start doing it, right? And an hour goes by and then another hour, and you just at the end of it, you're just so fatigued that you even attempted to do something like this. Yeah. Anyone else want to spend their time doing something? A check? Maybe you can secure up the security a little more here.
They have a light system, right?
You mean in the actual performance hall?
Like to point at the singers and shit.
Yeah, they do.
I want to see if there's any lasers in them.
Lasers in them?
Yeah. Like someone put a laser gun in it to trigger it.
Okay. Well, I mean,
you pointed at him, and then all of a sudden it's like.
I mean, you basically went and did a con during the sound tech, so I mean, you spent your time doing something else.
I feel like an hour before I'd pull Miss Carmen aside and say, "All right, I'm gonna run you through the escape route if something goes wrong." And then
there we go. Someone's playing the fucking video game. All right. What do you? What's the plan here in case of emergency? What do you give? What information do you instruct her to do?
First of all, you're going. Who's the psychic again?
That'd be me.
That'd be That is Arn.
Arn.
First of all, if you see Arn on stage gesturing to you, You have to immediately get out of there. Try to get to me, or try to get to. Then we will get you through to an exit. At which point we will have to try to get you back to here or back to the spaceship. Fail. Do the best thing we can, and try to get you. Make sure they don't fail.
Did anyone catch any of that? Because I caught like starts and stops of it, basically.
Most of it.
Yeah, I call it good decent chunk.
Okay, so from what I understood, because your micro, like seriously, I don't know if it's a Discord thing or if it's your microphone thing, but what I understood was if the shit hits the fans, or if the psychic tells you to get off stage, you are to do that, and then they have to find one of the 4 horsemen mercs, either one of you 4 players. And then you'll take her either to the spaceship, or to the room, whatever's closest, right?
That's basically what I said.
Okay, because I only heard like little parts of that. So, okay, that's a great plan. Does anyone want to add anything to that?
He's a fucking hoser.
Who's a fucking hoser?
Who left during the sound check?
Dally.
That'd be Dally, yeah.
Fucking idiot only cares about cons. We'll make sure he does this right, though.
Okay.
We losing his tattoo.
Well, that wasn't long.
And my guy just giggles after that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyone else want to add anything to the plan for her to know? Keep in mind you are required to protect her first and then her retinue second.
My basic assumption about the retinue is if anything goes wrong with the plan, it's their fault. So they can die.
Okay. Well, that's one way to
I
find
would
out.
think that.
I express
have me
don't
and,
say that about them.
We'll have me and Dally worry specifically about this person, and then our 2 techs can corral the idiots.
All
Please,
right.
one of the tech.
So I guess the idea here is that Ragtag and Lobo. Oh no, Lobo's Dally. Ragtag. Who's the other tech then?
Tag and Dally are the techs. I'm the warrior, and Heavy is the psychic.
Okay. So how do you guys split up the watch duties, I guess?
I should probably watch over the target herself and secure the escape route.
Mm-hmm.
With the psychic being nearby in case, to make sure that ability activates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Kello would go on Overwatch to make sure nothing goes wrong. And if it, get to the threat and eliminate it as fast as they can and get the whatchamacallit out.
Okay. All right. Well, without further ado, you guys head over to the exhibition hall to get set up. Now, you all have positions, right? Who's going where? I know that we've got. We got Matt. We got heavy metal, aka Arn, in in the wings of the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, as close as possible.
Okay. Ragtag, aka Kalo, where are you going?
I was gonna be in the catwalks.
You're on the catwalks? All right. So Lobo, Dally, you have your penguin outfit. You can mingle with the crowd. Where did you want to go?
Oh, I mean, the seats are full, so...
I mean, I think you can con someone out of their ticket.
Can't think of how.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
man.
here's this really expensive thing in a case. I'll give it to you for that ticket.
I don't even have the case.
I mean, you can go back and get it. It is just at the bar.
Eh.
Okay. All right. Well,
You sound so defeated.
Lobo's defeated. He lost his dice roll, so he's feeling bad now. But I mean, I'm giving you a chance to do a con here, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'd rather just do that get down Mr. President guy who just jumps in front of the bullet at this point.
Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, you basically are. You've got the best stats, so.
Well, where would you like to wait for the bullet to hit your body? Because I'll shoot at you.
I don't know, like behind the curtains.
Okay, so you want to go on the other side of the wings then?
Yeah.
Okay. Very well. And Watchman, where are you going?
Patrolling backstage and specifically watching her dressing room till she gets on stage.
Interesting. All right.
It's an exit.
I thought you were about to say watch her dress.
Yes.
Make sure she's safe.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Essentially, you watch the door of her, you wait at the door of her personal room, her dressing room, and it takes a little while, but she does. The crowd fills in over the course of the next hour or so, and it is bustling with excitement. So Renee Carmen doesn't perform that often. And when she does, it's normally to a sold-out audience, numbering anywhere between 20 to 80,000 people. This is a smaller performance hall than she's used to going into. So the seats, the ticket admission price is actually fairly expensive. But given that it's in Palace Restal, it's, accommodating for the type of people, essentially. So there is the band warming up, playing a little bit of light music as the crowd fills in and slowly takes their seats. Now, do any of you guys? Now, I know that you have like a checklist of staff coming in and out who are going to be working this event. How do you verify who's working?
No clue.
I mean, you have a list, but there's like a good 50 people working this thing. So,
In each of the areas, we should have like sections off areas where people are going to be, and everyone who's in one of those areas should check supposed to be there are there.
well, I mean, that's not their job to check in. It's your job to check them.
That's what I was saying. Us for and check if the people who are there are supposed to be there.
Okay. So we have one of you watching the door. Who was doing that? That was you, Watchman, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll get you to not make this check because you're the only one that's theoretically unable to check for staff. So can we get from Ragtag, Heavy Metal, and Lobo I guess perception, intelligence check, please. Difficulty here will be 8.
Cuck.
Damn.
Who's the only one that hasn't made it yet then? I guess that would be Ragtag.
That'd be me. I haven't made one.
did that.
Oh, you did it? I
Yeah.
see one from Dali and one from Kalo.
You're waiting on me.
Oh, on. Then I guess Heavy. We need one from you.
Alright, that was perception,
Intelligence, yeah.
intelligence. Let's see. Am I just hitting the button for
Yep.
it? Or,
Just hit the button. It'll give you a drop-down menu, couple of command prompts.
oh, cool.
Mhm.
Assisted.
No. All right, there you go. Finally, a check that's worthy of a fucking success. So yeah,
Oh, bite me, Dave.
what what region are you checking? Because each of you split up the task over 3 regions. So what was the region that you're checking there on?
Well, I'm trying to stay close to our mark, so
Mm-hmm.
Door, so you don't have to worry about that.
all right. The immediate the backstage.
Okay, so that's probably like all the staff working the rigging and anyone who's setting up for like the musical area and whatnot. All the wait staff and the lighting operators and all that sort of stuff are the people that you're not going to check basically, and anyone doing ticketing and stuff like that. So going through your list, you don't find any discrepancies. I mean, there are a couple of people that have called in sick that just aren't there, like you can't find them. But other than that, it's not like it's a terribly huge list of people that's missing. And the people that were missing, there's like 3 of them from the list of like 17 or 20-ish people that you had. They don't have a replacement taking over for them. So it's not exactly suspect, right? So it's not like you have to verify who these new people are. It's just that the other people are missing.
Fantastic.
All right, but the other 2 regions that get checked by Cody and Dally, for the most part, Dally, you seem to be pretty on point with your checks. But, some people, like, you look at them and go, okay, that's clearly that guy. And sometimes you look at them and go, maybe that guy, I don't know. And, everything seems to be okay. The same thing goes for you, Cody, except you're a little lackluster. It's a little too dark up where you are. So, all right. So, everyone takes their seats, and silence falls the arena as the orchestra starts to warm up. And we're just going to rip it straight from Fifth Element because it's a perfect idea of how these things work, right? So the opera starts going off and it gains in momentum. It's a pretty amazing event. I'm not going to sing opera for you. If anyone's ever seen the Fifth Element movie, it's basically that scene, right? Renee comes out on stage and she removes her veil, and she's dressed in like a sequenced blue dress that kind of is polar opposite to her actual stone flesh color, I guess you could say. She cuts an amazing figure in this dress too. Lobo, you'll be interested to know that maybe your attention is drawn to that particular aspect of her rather than it was before. And it's kind of almost like her voice is almost like a tuning fork a little bit, right? It's sort of like the vibrations sort of reach deeper inside of your skull than say like a normal and she doesn't need a lot of accompanied microphones or anything like that. In fact, the mic setup that she went through before earlier generally was more like, okay, it turns out that we don't really need to assist your voice a lot, but when it comes to doing mic check for everything else, including like the presenters and any of the actual like the brass and stuff like that inside of the actual orchestra and stuff like that needed miking and stuff like that. But her voice carries really well throughout the actual whole, and she's never really had a problem doing that herself normally. So the performance is scheduled to last for about 45 minutes. And about at the 25-minute mark, we get a single applause from the audience, which is met by, you know, a couple of people being like, shh, you know, or whatever. But the single audience member continues to applaud, like very loudly, like and deliberately, like that sort of thing. Does anyone?
Wait.
Does he look suspect?
I mean,
No. I go to my microphone. Like, someone get eyes on him immediately.
it's actually darkened in the audience right now, so.
Shit.
Everybody on your toes. That's probably a distraction. Or an idiot.
Now my guy's standing near the trapdoor, just like ready to bounce her and in the way of her.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that.
And a perception to look at the immediate vicinity.
Where did you say you were sitting, Lobo? You're in the wing, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's get a perception check. This will be fairly hard because it's pitch black out there, so we'll give you a negative. We'll just make it a 9 instead of giving you a -1. So this will be perception with an probably. I mean, if we're looking for something, I want to say, yeah, probably intelligence. Okay.
No.
Yeah. So I mean, you got to, like, you have an idea of where it is, right? But you can't see the person. Eventually, like, you know, we get some of like little staff, like security, coming down. You see them with like torches coming down the hallway, essentially in the middle. And that's when the back doors open up, like where the people came in. And his clapping is then accosted by the sounds of automatic rifles being shot into the air.
Second that happens, I am
Tom
up
is
on
president.
Like,
Second that happens, I am up on stage.
Yeah, I'm just yelling, get off the stage. Yeah, get her off the stage now. We gotta move.
Yeah, I'm
Grab
just
her
gonna
and start dragging her down
make sure
to the trap
my
door.
body is covered. You know, sure she's. I'm in between everything. You know.
Sure.
There's the shot of that, and then behind her, you just see the armored hand of Bud just grabbing her and pulling her back.
Yeah, Dave. Give me a badass here for a moment. Just like I grab a rope up a catwalk. I just snap it somehow. Just ride the rope down onto the stage.
Roll it.
Yeah, sure, you can do that. So, yeah, the exits to this place have pretty much been, at least for the ongoing public, have been sealed off by a bunch of extremists. And the lights come on, right? Like the light operator, like, you know, turns on the actual like seating lights and stuff like that. And you know, the security staff are sort of caught like between the man and there's a sort of an Asian man wearing like a beige suit in the middle of the
Say he's a secret Asian man.
not secret, but just an Asian man all the same. Standing in the
Is
middle.
he in the form of a gun?
No, standing in the middle of the
Beige is
hallway.
not secret.
Standing in the middle of the hallway, still clapping, and the actual armed soldiers that came in, they're wearing like bandanas and they've got like you know, basically like armor on top of like white t-shirts, and all of them are carrying you know, automatic rifles essentially. The security basically stop as they're coming down the hallway to get this the clapping man, and they turn around and they sort of point their pistols at the forces coming in, and a couple of the forces open fire, and the clapping Asian man is still just clapping in the middle. And the two security forces that were there basically just get like obliterated by this automatic fire. So we've got Ragtag sliding down a rope. We've got Watchman coming up from underneath. We've got Lobo diving in front of people. Is that what's happening? You're diving in front of Renee at this point?
Yeah, basically.
And we've got Heavy Metal coming in from the wing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys form a protective circle, basically, around her. And
Guns cocked, ready.
yeah. And the audience, which was freaking out originally, is sort of like, quietened down, and that's when we get a. What do you guys do at this point? The clapping man is still clapping on the inside.
I'd assume.
Wait,
Get the fuck out.
Wait, is the trapdoor still open?
It is, but it goes.
I feel like I slammed through it and it just kind of shattered.
You just Rainbow Six Sieged your way out of the fucking
Yes, I just slammed through it and it's just pieces.
Yeah. So the exits to this room, pretty much, you guys decided to not secure them, which is fine. You wanted to secure your lady. So there are a couple of exits in the back of this place. But the front entrances have been completely taken over by these troops.
Under my breath, so only the other three can hear. You three on the target, get out of here. As fast as you can. Off of her. You try to get her to the ship, get the fuck out of the system. Alright, bud?
Wait, can Metal use a precognition to see if there's guys coming in from back or no?
So, on your abilities are as follows. So you took precognition. So you have Omen. The precog may force a brief subconscious examination of future possibilities. The precog must have a relatively straightforward choice before her. Opening a box, not opening a box, swallowing a pill, go into the spaceport bar, that sort of thing, right? So you can't ask the future. It's like, imagine that it's like one of those magic 8 balls, right? And it has to be a choice-related question. So
You mean like...
So, his question should be through the people here or down and out the back?
No. The question will be, if I open this door, will something bad happen?
Yeah.
Right? It's not, should I go this way or should I go that way? Because you don't get to see two
So
realities.
if I go this way, will something bad happen?
Yeah, you get to see one reality. Yeah. So, for example, the question, what happens if I swallow this pill? Right? Will something bad happen if I swallow this pill? Same thing. The other one is terminal reflection. So if you, basically, if you're about to get injured unexpectedly within the next 60 seconds, that's when it will proc for you and just give you a warning of okay, if you're going to walk down this hallway, there's going to be a Dark Souls style log that falls down the stairs, that sort of thing. That's what that does. Alternative outcomes is the other thing that you have. When the psychic fails an attack roll, saving throw, or skill check, she can immediately trigger this power and gain a second attempt at this roll. The last minute aversion destabilizes future possibilities. However, the precog must voluntarily re-roll a successful attack roll, saving throw, or skill check before she can activate the power a second time. Re-rolling a trivial success is not normally sufficient enough to rectify the debt. So basically, you accrue debt in the future that you have to rectify later on. So, is there anything? Do you want to omen this stuff? Do you have a question you'd like to ask the future?
Heavy Metal?
Is our selected path safe?
What is the selected path?
The back.
The back.
So there's a couple exits on the back. There's the staff exit, and then there's the the place where they bring in stuff. But if you just want a generic, if we go to the back of this hall, are we going to be safe? Right, that's what you want to know.
Correct.
Are we safe going into the back room? Should I invest in cryptocurrency? Okay, sure. So, if you could for me, please. I believe the first level one is 1 point. You have 7 points that you can spend in this session. Spend one of those points for me, please.
And I'll put that in the level box next to it.
There's actually no. If you scroll down a little further, there's PP and max PP. So you just take one off the PP section. So that should be 7.
Yeah, Dave. Since I have criminal knowledge, is there a way I can look at these guys and possibly recognize them, like who they're with?
So you can make a culture check to, a culture check is basically not so much recognizing individuals, but more so where would I go in order to make to find someone of ill intent, basically.
Okay.
So it's basically just kind of like when you do a D&D check and you want to find the thieves in a region, sort of thing. It's a little like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll allow it if you want to try and find out who these people are. Who are you trying to identify in particular? The clapping man?
Yeah, honestly, I think that'd probably be best. Because you said the guys were wearing body armor, white shirts, and bandanas, so there's no easy way to identify them.
Yeah, they're just generic goons, But go ahead and roll me a culture criminal. Anyone who has culture criminal can make this check as well.
Yep. Which tribute?
Probably intelligence. This one will be difficulty 7, I would say.
If I have a -1?
You just roll a -1.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Roll it with int. Oh, I don't need to roll this.
Yeah. Well, we've got a success. So, yeah, you know this man. His name is Akira Sakamoto. He is a extreme human supremacist, and the group is called the White Stars, and they battle alien forces. Their bio is they battle alien forces and keep humanity safe in the stars.
Yeah, I just kind of say to them, guys, we gotta move now. He's really gonna fuck her up. We gotta get going. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah, so his general MO is to make so they don't take a lot of prisoners, but they do what they do is is they make examples out of the aliens that they do capture. So if he manages to get a hold of her, it's probably her death will probably be very painful and very public.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, are our radios just for us, or?
I'm going to allow you to have a secure line. I mean, you are a mercenary company, so yes. That shouldn't be a problem.
No, I was about to say, see if I could contact security on station saying, hey, there's an assault going on in the opera room. Need backup immediately.
Sure.
You know what they wouldn't expect?
What's that?
Spanish
Well,
Inquisition?
Jump down into the audience.
For you to jump
We're
down
not going
into-
through them. That's too dangerous.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Do that. That's too fucking dangerous.
So he's gonna start talking to you while you guys are talking amongst yourselves. And Akira will start saying,
Okay.
Renee! Carmen, is it? Well, I am just so honored to meet someone of your race, finally. We can put this behind us as humans. You're a degenerate, and I'm here to end your life.
Fucking hoser!
Now, it sickens me that there are humans here that wish to protect something
Face
as
sickens me.
uncouth.
Is he close to the front of the stage?
He's about halfway up in the middle.
Uh,
Uh,
wait, wouldn't he have to yell at us then?
he is yelling, yeah. I'm not going to yell for you. That'd be dumb. I'm going to give you one opportunity to walk away from that vile piece of work. I will make it worth your while. I understand that you 4 horsemen
Kiss
have...
my tattooed dick!
Well, that was uncalled for.
Go blow yourself, you fucking hoser!
Big-eyed bitch!
Don't give up on the job, you idiot!
Well, it
Go
sounds
fuck
like
yourself.
you are not going to take my opportunity. That is a shame.
Guys, if we don't move, he's gonna shoot us. Either way, we're gonna die. We gotta move now.
And then he waves in the air, and the people at the back will open fire.
See what?
Don't worry, I'm in the way.
So
I'll soak the ball.
there are 7 people that are going to be shooting at you guys. They are shooting above their range limitations, so they will be taking a -2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a 1d5 7 times, and we'll see who gets hit. 1 being Carmen. Carmen has people in front of her, so the attacks on her...
Specifically me.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 of you in front of her.
Guys.
So
I'm more in front.
So basically what's going to happen is she's still going to get hit, but the attack roll, the damage roll on her, the attack roll on her is going to have a negative to hit her, which is, I believe, a -3 for human beings. So they'll be rolling a -5 if they hit her, basically. All right. So 1d5 7 times. Let the games begin.
May God have mercy.
Okay, so Renee gets hit twice. So let's go down in order. So Ragtag, you'll be 2, so you get hit twice. 3 is Heavy Metal Man. Lobo, you're 4, and Blind Watchman, you're 5. So we'll do the first hit. So the first one is Lobo. What is your AC, Mr. Lobo?
5.
Okay. So. What is there? Okay. Okay. So the next one is going to be Renee. Hers is going to be 9 AC because she is unarmored. Because you guys did not armor her in any way. Good job. So AC is 9. Combat bonus is -5. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, in order to hit, you need to get over a 20. So armor gets added on. The worse your armor is, the more bonuses they get, essentially. That's how that works. Okay, so both of those miss. 2, so this is going to be Ragtag. What is your AC, Raggies? Ragtag, what is your AC?
Ragtag, you're muted.
I saw it's 5.
5? Okay, thank you. AC 5. This will be -2. Miss. Okay, lucky you got that -2 on there, or else that would have been a hit. And I guess the next one is Watchman. You're getting 2 attacks. What is your AC?
2.
2. There we go.
Because I'm not an idiot, and I went into this with armor.
There we go. All right.
Only person with armor gets hit.
What? I have armor on, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Heavy
Okay,
armor
let's
gets
see.
hit.
Oh.
But your dexterity is also shit, so you don't do a lot.
Oh,
of
okay,
damage,
okay.
So, yeah, your armor should be 4 by default because you're wearing a combat armor, which is basically just like leather vest, which is the same thing these guys are wearing essentially. But yeah. Okay, so their damage is 1d12.
Well, just hoping they roll a 1, huh?
Okay, so you take 5 points of damage. As I said, this game is pretty lethal. I believe your HP was what?
I'm to 18 now.
What was the total? Like 23? Yeah, 23. Okay, so yeah, basically the bullets start spraying. The clapping man starts laughing as bullets fly over his head and land on the stage. You all are basically like there's bullets peppering the floor all around you. Like, I guess everyone, give me an idea how you sort of protect Carmen or Renee. Like, do you like lean over her? Like, how do you stop her from get hit by bullets?
Taller than her, so I just stand in front of her, just glaring.
Then I stand in front of him, glaring.
He's slightly
Yeah,
shorter than me.
Yeah, I'm behind her, right?
Wait, I have the most health. I should be the tallest then, right?
No. You're the girthiest.
Hey, logically.
That is actually.
Yeah. So yeah, all that goes down. Bullets fly all around you, and the only one that gets hit is Bud. Bud, you take a couple of shots on you, but then you're basically like your armor, which was unpenetrated, now has been penetrated, and a little bit of blood starts oozing out of your shoulder. That's a good place for it. Oh no, your leg. Let's go your leg. Fuck it, man. You got shot on the leg.
Leg!
Mm-hmm.
My leg!
Yeah. So now you guys have a chance to react. As these guys, they were shooting and moving closer as they do so. But what's the plan here, guys?
So it goes
Leave.
I
in
say,
slow
get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so where do you go?
But-
Down and out.
Oh yes, we did need to do your omen though, didn't we? Basically this fire is interrupted with you just getting flashes of like where you should be going and stuff like that. And we get a picture of you walking down a hallway and coming into like 3 more armed individuals in the back room.
3 is less than 7. Let's see how we fare.
All right. So what do you say to your team?
There's more back there, but less. Let's go.
Before I go, I'll hold these fuckers off as long as I can. Get the target out of here.
With what? You got nothing. Just fucking go with us.
That I reach onto the back of my armor and slowly pull out my plasma thing. It's in slow motion, and it's like pure black.
Yeah. So the plasma.
All right, you fucking hosers!
Kills like 10,000 people.
Yeah, most likely.
Takes out half the crowd.
Hey, what's our ruling on civilian casualties?
I mean, you don't care about that.
We
You're
have
here to
a-
protect your.
We have a
target.
priority.
No, like that we kill, civilians. Like,
Crossfire.
Credit every 10 you kill.
Cannon fodder.
So,
Acceptable casualties, buds.
so basically, your plasma projector, right now, they outrange you by quite a bit. You can't even shoot that far with this thing. They're about 150 meters out, and you can only shoot maximum 100 meters. So do you run up? Like, what do you do exactly here, Bud?
I take it that the others have gone down the stairs
I would assume so.
too. And I use that as a choke point. The second I see any of them coming through, I start firing.
What?
So, okay, yeah, I missed the start of that. Do you fall back and just, like, hold?
Turn a corner and wait for them to come down the stairs themselves.
Okay, well, there's no stairs. You're in basically the wing of the back room here.
Door is what I was thinking of.
So it kind of like it's basically a stage, right? So imagine the stage is like a half circle, right? And the wings of those like basically turn into like a hallway that goes into the back room, and the back room is basically just like stage hands and that sort of stuff back there, extra equipment, changing rooms, what have you. And then there's like a hallway that goes around back into like the green room / private rooms where people change. And then if you follow that hallway down, that's where the exit is.
All right. So, team to the first corner, at which point I will slam my back against the wall and wait to hear footsteps. And when I do, unload.
Okay, so which hallway are you taking cover in? The one with the changing rooms? The VIP changing rooms?
The one we go into, pretty much.
Okay, well, there's a couple of hallways. Like, you can wait for them to stand on the stage and shoot them from that first corner, or you can follow your team until they go to, like, the private changing rooms where the VIPs go, and there's another hallway there that you can do it in as well.
I'll go with them till the private changing room.
All right. Okay. So there is so your precog goes off and there are 3 individuals milling about in that hallway or coming down that hallway essentially to block off that exit.
Sweet, let's go.
All right.
Do I see them?
I mean, you'll bring up the rear, I assume.
Oh, I wouldn't see them to begin with. Okay.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll initiative so everyone can get a stat here. The way it's going to work is there's an initiative button on the side here. Just give me a second here. I'll put in everyone's thing so that you can just roll initiative. So initiative in this game is a D8 plus your dexterity, but there's a roll initiative button up on the. If you go up to the very top of your page, there's a common rolls, and there's one there for roll initiative.
It says select your token first.
It's okay, you don't have to.
Okay, good.
So, did you roll? Okay, there we go.
Easy one.
And Bud's 6. Man, you got some good rolls at the start there, Lobo, but fucking hell, dude. Alright, so we need one from Kalo.
Yeah. Where is it at the top of the page? I'm not.
Top of the
It is
page,
my first business.
underneath faction, there's common rolls, and then there's roll initiative. It's the one on the left.
I don't see any of that.
Scroll to the very top, right? See it says core stats? And it has name, gender, class, level, XP.
Yeah.
Scroll down a little further. Where it says faction, right underneath that, this says common roles. And then right underneath that, it says roll initiative.
Okay. Okay. Now I see it.
Yep. So click that for me. Okay, 6. All right. 4, 9, 9.
999.
Yes. Okay. So, 2 of the goons react to your presence coming around the corner. Now, I assume that... What formation are you guys going in? 2 at the back, 2 at the front, and Renee in the middle? Or 3 at the front, 1 in the back. Renee in the middle. Where are you going? Give me an idea.
You're probably best 2 in the back, 2 in the front. I should be in the front because I still have my baton on me.
Okay. I know that, Watchman, you're in the back, so where are the other 2? Lobo? Heavy?
I guess I'll just bring up the front.
Around the front? Okay, so...
Be in the back so he can watch her back.
Mm-hmm.
Wink.
That stony posterior, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a 1d3 to see who they shoot at. 1 being Renee, 2 being Ragtag, and 3 being Heavy. Okay? Good. So, 3, so Heavy, what is your arm? What is your AC? Heavy, what is your AC?
I have an AC of 4.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. And Renee, AC of 9. She might get shot here, boys.
Shot, loses all of her health in 1 hit.
There we go. So she got shot. Even with... I didn't actually add the -2 in there for her cover, but... oh, I guess it's -3. But even with that, she still gets shot. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to roll her health real quickly because I did not add that before. So she is going to be a level 2 expert. So...
Oh, we just lost our target, guys.
Well, if she dies...
Alright, so she has 9 HP.
Oh boy.
And let's see how much damage they do, which is, I believe, a 1d12.
Shot dropped from roll 20.
If he keeps roll, well... And, yeah.
Oh.
Exactly 9 damage.
Please tell me there's unconscious in this game.
Let's take a look. As you guys rear around the corner with all the knowledge in the world that there's 3 guys back here, you still get your target shot. Let's see here. Death. Let's see what happens. Characters and stars without numbers die easily. No shit. The average 3rd level psychic might as well be taken out by a lucky pistol round. Even higher level warriors don't have more than 50 or 60 hit points. Okay. So, I would say that you guys brought your medical pack with you, yeah?
I don't see reason why we wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. So there's a thing in this game. Okay. Okay. So the game, I love this game because it's like, you can decide how lethal it is. It's like, just give me the fucking rules, please.
It was actually tickle damage?
Tickle damage. Oh my god. Okay, so it doesn't fucking... It just doesn't fucking say. So I'm gonna say that we will when they fall unconscious at no HP, then they have 1d6 or 1d4 minutes before they die. Right? We're doing cyberpunk here. So this is how many minutes until she dies. But you can give her medical attention in that time, but also keep in mind that you are being flanked from behind as well. Okay, she has 4 minutes. Count them, 4 minutes. And a round is about 6 seconds long. So there's no chance of her bleeding out. Now, if she gets shot again, on the other hand, she will die, right? She will get a -6 to be hit from distance because she's, unconscious and not a standing target, right? So she doesn't bleed out, essentially, right? It's sort of like life force. Imagine her as like her skin is like rock, and then inside it's kind of like the rock was holding water, if that makes any sense, right? So the blue, the pinkish orangey sort of goop that makes up her interior seeps out of like the cracked crystalline structure of her body, and she falls to the floor like with a fucking heavy hit. The retinue that was sort of tailing behind sort of screams. And yeah, so there's a thing in this game called Lazarus patches, and these are the things that you guys have with you. They are basically the, basic stuff that you guys can have. So let me read out Lazarus patches. Lazarus patch is a vital tool for adventurers. Lazarus patch is a heavy compress laced with antibiotics, conjuliants, system stabilizers, plasma, and one-shot diagnosis suite. If the patch is applied to a character that has fallen to 0 hit points, the user can make a tech/medical skill check against a difficulty 6 to stabilize the target. The more time between injury and application, the less chance the patch has to work. So, each round after the first, an additional -1 penalty is applied to the skill check. The patch is no use after 6 rounds. If the medic fails the first skill check, they can keep trying the check once per round after the victim. Okay, so I guess it's 6 rounds. I guess there you go. Lazarus patches. Sweet. So we actually do have rules in this game. They didn't add it to the death section, which is fucking dumb, but there you go. So you have 6 rounds, essentially. That was Goon 2 that shot her. So it is now Kalo's turn. Your target is down. Good sir. Everyone has access to 1 Lazarus patch on them. You do have a med kit with you as well, which is containing a broad supply of pharmaceuticals, spray bandages, glue sutures, and a succinct handbook of injury care. The medical kit is designed for handling sudden and drastic injuries. It grants any user a +1 bonus on all tech medical skill tests for treating wounds, poisons, or diseases. It also contains the necessary tools for providing long-term recuperative care for critically injured characters. After 1 day of granting long-term recuperative care, roll 2d6. It doesn't matter. Basically, you get a +1 on your one character. Whoever has the med pack, you can decide that now, will get a +1 on their tech medical check, which is going to be a intelligence-based check. So keep that in mind for when you make the check. I believe no one has a positive modifier for intelligence, but some of you might have a negative modifier on your intelligence. So that's worthwhile pointing out. And after this turn, it'll be a -2 on there, and then a -3, -4, -5, -6, right? So that's how it's going to work. So Kalo, what would you like to do?
How close are those guys in front of us?
Within 100 meters.
Okay, shit. I'll try to see if I can actually rush with my baton, but if that far, there's be no chance.
What is your, do you have athletics?
1 second here.
Well, I would say they're probably within like 60 meters of you.
Yeah, I got a -1 in athletics.
Yeah, so basically it would be an athletics check to see if you can roll on deep on them and then beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
But you do have a gun, so that's worth pointing out too.
Yeah, in that case, I'll probably just open fire on them. Then that way, at least they'll be pinned down a bit while someone can heal her up.
Okay, so which gun are you using?
Which guns did you give me?
If you're just using basic guns that I gave you, it'd be a combat rifle. The same thing these guys are using, basically.
Okay.
So I need you to, at the very top, where you rolled initiative, if you look 2 over, there's basic ranged attack roll.
Yep, see that?
All right, I need you to click on that and go. Wait, what's your character called? You're Kalo, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check. Okay, you made your charisma your thing, right? Yeah. You're not.
1 second.
You're not a heavy. I think you just left. Okay, you're back. Cool. Click basic.
No, I just had to go off.
Okay, click basic ranged attack roll for me, please. The AC you're putting in is 3.
Okay.
So these guys have 3 AC.
Okay. Combat skill bonus, none.
Click Dex. Wait. No, you don't have any bonuses for that.
Okay.
Okay, you missed. Let's see. Bud, you're up.
Well, fuck. I'm going to try to. The goons in front of the goons blocking the exit.
Mm-hmm.
The
Keep in mind, you guys have to
Acceptable.
like revive her somehow, or stabilize her from dying. And every turn that you don't do it means that you get an extra penalty to get this check.
Which is why I thought one of these guys were going to do it after I try to shoot them.
Keep that in mind. I just want to point it out. So
I figure that Dally would have, because he's the most intelligent one of us, I believe, would have the medical kit. So he'd.
I don't think Dally has.
13.
Yeah, Dally doesn't have a positive modifier on his intelligence. It's one of the only 2 that he has that doesn't have a positive modifier on. He has average human intelligence.
Does the psychic have plus intelligence?
Everyone has 0 modifiers on intelligence.
Might as well have Dally do it because he's like, I don't know.
Just letting you know, if Dally does it, it would be. He would have a -4.
So whoever has like the.
Here's the thing: every turn that you don't do it, it gains another negative. So if you do it, it's a -2. If Dally does it, which is the next one, it's a -4 because there's a goon that takes his action in between that. If Arn does it, it's a -5, and then she'll die.
I guess I have to do it.
I guess so.
Make or break, my friend.
Damn it.
Okay, so you're going to get a +1 here because I assume you're going to pull out the medical pack in order to do this, right? Which will give you a +1 bonus. So
Okay.
right now, you have tech medical, right? So it's a skill. It should be -1 for you or something like that, right? Maybe it's different. I don't know. Tech medical for you is -1. So you click on that dice.
Up.
Make it
In.
intelligence. Yep. And then add a -1 to that modifier. And the difficulty
failed
here
that.
is going to be well, there you go. I was going to say a 7, but you did it. So you stabilize her. So basically what happens is she just fucking crumples to the ground. Is there a geologist in the house? I guess.
I have a culture world. I'm a geologist.
Kalo returns covering fire. And Bud gets down on his knees, pulls out a Lazarus patch out of the medical bag, and she was shot in like the stomach, I guess, with a 9 damage like that. So you basically just like rip her dress, right? And we get to see a little bit of that rock booby, because you kind of have to apply it to the skin. So this is like the Die Hard movie of Fifth Element. I guess you'd be Bruce Willis.
What?
So you get to see rock booby, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And you apply the Lazarus patch to her like soft chest. I don't know if you've never touched an alien of this race before, but you would have assumed that the rock would be like hard, but it's actually kind of malleable, like kind of almost like a warm metal, like a gold or something like that. But it's not hot to touch. It's a little hotter than what you'd imagine. It's like kind of when you sit on a toilet seat that someone else has just used. You know, it's kind of like that warm. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's actually softer than you imagined it being. But yeah, you apply the Lazarus patch, no problem, and her precious life fluid stops flowing out of her body.
Hear a ding come from around my area.
As what the Lobo erection pierces the veil.
I said my area, not his.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe you like swipe the bead of sweat off your forehead and then notice that one of her breasts is exposed. Do you do anything about that at all, or like you just
Cover
leave
it.
You just cover it up with a little bit of tattered cloth or something like that?
I slightly move it down.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you try and pick her up or anything like that? Like, what are you doing here? Because she's basically just clumped on the floor.
Like, I pick her up and use my body to shield her more.
Okay.
Move forward, buds.
It's actually pretty heavy because she is rocks. So I'm gonna need another check from you, just real quick, Mr. Bud.
50.
You have 15 strength, so you should be okay. But I need a physical save from you, please. Saving throws are underneath like the roll initiative there. So basically, how saving throws work in this game is, okay, you rolled it. You need to roll underneath.
I thought it was something else.
Yeah, you need to roll above your physical save. So in the case of a 10, you needed to roll above a 10, which you did. You rolled a 15. If you roll underneath it, then you fail. So the higher the physical save, the harder it is for you to pass. So
It's not the only thing hard about my character right now.
damn. All right. And now the last
was
guy.
it a 10?
What's that?
God, I wish that were me.
Was it a 10?
What's that?
I rolled it correctly. I didn't have to reroll.
No, you rolled it correctly.
You were going to say 10.
Yeah. Yeah, because your physical saves is based on your character level. So as you level up, your physical saves get better, easier to pass, essentially. Or all your saves do. So each character class has their own save pool as well. So a warrior is better at physical stuff, as it turns out, and the psychic is better at mental stuff, as it turns out, etc., etc. So that's basically what that is. So now the final goon is going to take a shot. So again, I'm going to roll a 1d4. I'm going to take... Yeah, let's roll a 1d4. So again, same thing. 2. All right, so that was Rag. No, who was the other person in the front?
Me?
Was it Lobo? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Lobo.
Shoot me in the face.
So the last person to get shot at here is Dally. What is Dally's AC?
5.
5. Okay.
Shoot me in the face. Dare you.
I mean, you say that.
Do it.
I want you dead right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not right now. We need all the meat shields.
Nope, miss.
Fuck.
He rolled a 1, dude, on a d20. That's a miss.
He has a 12 plus. Jesus Christ.
Well, no. 5 for your AC. He gets 2 from his rifle ability. He gets a 1 from his dexterity. And the 4 comes from what? I can't remember what that 4 comes from.
From fuck you.
Oh, his attack bonus. That's right. Yeah, they have attack bonus.
Right.
Warriors have better attack bonus as well. So, yeah. Okay, Dally, it is your turn. What would you like to do? There's 3 dudes in front of you.
Up.
You know, this is gonna sound a little weird, but is it possible just to, like, jump at them? Like, all of them?
You just want to, like, flatten them or something? Like a cannonball sort of thing?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I get... you can just, like, tackle them and, like, bring them all down sort of thing? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, who here seen Thor 3?
What?
Not me.
Okay, no, in Thor 3, there's a scene where Thor
Yeah.
throws his brother at a bunch of guys.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Thor. I thought you said 4-3, and I'm like, what? Like 43? Like, what's going on there? Okay, yeah. So here's what's going to happen, Lobo. Where if you pass the check of a 7, which is going to be athletic strength, if you pass that skill check, they're going to have to make physical saves, and anyone that fails a physical save will get knocked down, basically.
All right. Well, I roll well for once.
Find out.
Right now. Nope.
So you run at them.
He trips on his shoelace.
And basically,
Make that
like, you run at them and you try and like shoulder check them or something, right? You know, and they just sort of like withstand it and push you back, basically. So you're standing right in front of them now.
Yeah, all is planned.
All is planned.
No, just shoot me.
All right, so your teammate is standing in front of the enemy.
No. He goes, hey, you guys want this briefcase? It's got some pretty valuable stuff in here.
Not even there.
Do you have any fucking grenades? Blow up the hallway behind us if you got any.
Yeah, I didn't say I had any, so I'm gonna rule that out. Gee, I don't know. Our friend is in front of the guys we need to shoot. I guess,
Priority is the target, mate. So
yeah.
His,
Can I,
his dick tattoo was gonna get removed anyways, so.
what would you like to do?
well, can I grab the target and run?
I mean, it's already on the shoulder of Kalo. No, Bud. So, I mean, it's been like 6
can't, like,
seconds,
trade
right?
off?
It's been like half a minute right now, so 30 seconds. I mean, you can try and clear the tunnel, I guess. You know, that wouldn't be such a
Yeah,
bad thing.
I guess I'll just get to the other side.
All right. Well, there's 4 dudes in front of you, with one of them being Dally. So, what would you like to do? You have guns. You can shoot them.
Yeah, alright, I guess I'll shoot the vicinity. Patriot.
Okay. What is your guns? What do you have?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I have an SMG and 2 revolvers.
Okay.
Shoot all of them.
Okay. So, what do you want to use?
May as well use the SMG.
Okay. So you run up and do you get closer to them and try and shoot them?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, part of your psychic ability is alternate outcomes, which I believe allows you. So if you fail an attack roll, you can use the remaining. You have 6 PP left over. Not 5, so 6. Because your max is 7. You can use the remaining leftover to basically make sure that if you hit this attack, you can reroll your damage. Oh no, you can't reroll damage. You can only reroll attack rolls. So if you fail your attack roll, you can reroll it using that power, if you wanted to.
Yeah, we'll burn them while I got them.
Okay, so go ahead for me, please. Go to the top of the page, click Basic Ranged Attack Roll, add AC of 3, and in your combat score thing, you don't have primitive projectile weapons above a 0, so don't worry about it.
All right, so you had said AC.
AC is 3.
3. Combat skill bonus.
No skill bonus.
Skill bonus.
Hey, look at that.
0.
You hit. That's good. Now roll me a 1d8, please, for damage. 5. Okay. Yeah. So you pepper this guy with damage, and he basically starts like lots of blood starts filling up his basically the white shirt that he's got underneath his combat vest, but he still he still stands. But his weapon sort of like falters, and he doesn't have it pointed down the hallway anymore because you've done enough damage to him essentially. So Goon 3 is going to skip his turn this turn, and Goon 2 is going to take a shot at Lobo, who's standing right in front of him.
Come and get it.
What is your AC, Lobo?
5.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Please give me. Oh, you don't need to do that. I'll roll it for you. This is the damage. So you take 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that's nothing.
I'm only down to 21.
Exactly. Kayla, your turn.
Yeah, who has target on him? Which one?
What do you
Oh
mean?
yeah, bud.
All right. Yeah. No. I kind of like pat Bud slowly, kind of have us move up while I'm keeping an eye on the back.
Yeah.
Just because if anyone comes out towards that way.
Yeah, you start to hear like people running on the stage now. You could say they're about to roll around that corner any minute now.
Guys, we're gonna have company. We gotta move like now.
Are you going to try and clear the hallway ahead of you, or what's the deal there?
Well, I'll simply think about keeping an eye on the back. That way, as soon as they come down, I'll be ready to open fire.
That's true. Aside from the fact that you got nowhere to go because the people in front of you are still alive.
In that case, yeah, I'll shoot the shit out of them.
All right. Plasma gun. All right, same thing. Scroll to the top of the page.
Yep. Okay.
Click a basic range attack roll. Add AC 3. And do you have... What is your energy weapons? I guess it's 2. So when it says combat bonus, put 2 in there.
Energy weapon.
Yeah, so put a 2 in the combat bonus.
Okay, I have one of those.
Energy weapons, Henley. Bud is not
Yeah, that's what I was like. What?
Oh, Bud has them? Okay, so what do you have then,
Yeah.
Tag?
I have projectile.
Okay, and what is your skill? 1. Okay, so
My
just
AC.
put a 1 in your combat bonus, please.
Okay. So AC 3.
Yep, and the next one will say combat bonus. Put a 1 in there.
Okay.
Wow, dude, you rolled a 1.
It got worse.
You basically just
Dave,
spray
I
the
hate my
roof.
character.
You spray the roof. A little bit of a little bit of plaster wall like comes down.
Dave, I hate my character.
It's okay. You rolled pretty trash, so I understand. That's what you get for showing up late, I guess. So,
Don't
Bud,
bite me.
you're up. You've got a sexy rock lady on your shoulders. A little bit of side boob is exposed for the world to see. There's still fucking people in this hallway. What do you want to do?
I want to go through them.
Oh, yeah, cool. How would you like to do that?
To run directly at the one who's most injured and full body check him.
Okay, I'm going to give you... This is going to be an athletics check. I'm going to give you a -4 from your fact that you're carrying a target who's also a rock lady on your shoulder at the same time.
Just strength.
Yeah, and the AC here, and what you want to beat is a 7 with a -4.
Negative
So this is
3.
athletics, so...
Damn it!
Yeah, so you start to run up, and you like he basically just like points the gun at you, and you falter, I guess.
I stop and cover the the target.
Okay, sure. She won't be a factor in the next round of gunfire. So now there's a wall of 3 dudes versus a wall of 3 dudes. Goon 1 is going to take a shot at, I guess, a 1d3 to see who works it out. 1 being Heavy, 2 being Lobo, 3 being Bud, I guess. Alright, Heavy. What is your AC?
That's W4.
Okay. 4, 2, miss. Alright. Dally, you're up. There's a wall of dudes in front of you.
Get these hosers out of my way!
That's you, Lobo.
Wait, oh, me? Oh, shit. Didn't hear the name, so assumed you said somebody else.
I said Dally, yeah.
Alright, sorry. Are there any point blank bonuses, or?
Nope.
Alright, I guess I'll just shoot him with my little SMG.
Okay.
Shoot him.
Do you want to shoot the wounded one or someone else?
No, I guess the wounded one.
Okay. AC 3. Give me a shoddy. So click
Do I
basic.
do anything with weapon AB, or?
No, that already factors in if you use the basic range attack roll. So click that. Using projectiles?
Yeah.
Okay. For you, that is a 1. So in your projectile stuff, just when it says 8 combat bonus, just put a 1 in there.
And the AC was what, 3?
3, yeah.
And what is combat bonus other modifier, or?
No, that's 1. That's a 1.
Okay. Oh well.
Yeah. So basically, you're right up against this dude, and you pull out your SMG, and he sort of like pushes it out of the way. You know, when you start firing, so you basically just like shoot the wall next to him. Arn, you're up.
Sweet. Let's open these guys up again.
Okay, go for it. What are you trying to do? Shoot him?
I will shoot them with.
Okay, go for it. SMG, let's go. AC 3. On your projectile weapons, 0, so you don't get any bonuses. Guys, what's happening here? What's happening here? You're level 5.
Those are still all the good rolls, man. What can I say?
You guys are level 5. This should be fucking nothing. Oh my god. Okay.
RN Jesus hates us.
Yeah, okay. Well, Goon 3 is going to shoot. Let's see who. 2. Lobo.
Excellent.
AC 5, I assume.
Yeah.
I can't hear Heavy.
There you go.
Yeah, boy.
You are now attacked. For 1 damage.
Wow.
Oh boy. Alright. Goon 2. Alright. Watchman.
Oh, bot.
You're up. What is your AC?
2. I'm gonna get like 20 points of damage done to me.
Nope. Alright. Kalo. Now the top of the order has happened. You can see the dudes running down the hallway. There's 4 of them coming down now.
Okay, I'm gonna open fire on them.
Okay. The guys coming down, the new attackers, or you want to try and attack the ones in front of you?
I'll attack the new attackers. That way we're not getting hit from both sides at least.
All right. Give me a roll. AC 3. How far? Okay. You're waiting to get in a gun range with them?
Oh, I was just gonna shoot at them.
Okay. If you do that, then it will be a -2. Because the plasma rifles are not great at range.
I'm the one with plasma rifle.
Dave, I'm using projectile.
Okay, sorry. Jeez. Yep, you're fine. No -2.
Is combat skill bonus gonna be 1 or no?
Yes, still 1. Yeah.
Ah,
Guys, what the fuck? I can't. Like, if you were missing with a 17 or something, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But you're rolling like 3s and 1s and 7s and Jesus.
I'll say it once and say it again. Just RNG just hates us.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Bud, what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot them with my plasma gun. The injured one.
Okay. Go for it. AC 3 +2 combat modifier.
What's the attribute? Wait.
You should just use a basic ranged attack roll. Scroll to the top of the page. There's a basic ranged attack roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
AC 3, combat bonus 2.
3, combat bonus 2.
Hey! Yay! 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 All right, you need to do 3 damage. I believe. I believe the energy weapon that you have is 2. Roll me 2d8, please. If you don't manage to do 3 damage on 2d8. Okay,
Is 6 good enough?
Yeah, 6 is fine. You shoot this injured dude with a plasma rifle, plasma projector, and he basically like melts like they do in Fallout 4 when you shoot him with energy weapons.
Fucking hoser.
And I assume now that an entryway has been literally melted open, you can make your way out. So give me an athletics check, please, with the difficulty being a 7.
Modifier?
No
I mean,
modifier.
the
Strength.
Listed as just 0?
Oh, yeah, leave it at 0, yeah. Oof, dude.
Yeah, boy.
That's the only good roll this team has had. The perfect roll, yeah.
Guys, I think I got the target.
So there's a doorway at the end of the hallway, and you fucking smash it open. And it sort of leads to, like, the end of all...
17 more guns pointed at me.
No, nothing like that. It leads to basically like a backroom hallway, and there's like 3 dead security guards here. And one of them's dead from bullet wounds, and the other 2 are dead from knife attacks. Not that you stand around to look at the dead bodies, but just letting you know. All right, Goon 1, he is killed AF. Dally, what are you doing?
He's a puddle on the floor right now.
Dally, Lobo.
Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting that's my name.
What are you doing?
Shit. Well, since he just got past the door, either follow or keep these guys occupied.
Up to you, man.
I guess I'll just keep these guys occupied and shoot the guys that are closest to the door so they don't, manage to get over there.
Sure. I mean, you could put yourself between them and the door and still shoot them.
Right. Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
Okay, cool. So you navigate around this dude and you open fire on his back.
Yeah.
Give me a basic attack roll with AC 3. And what is your... I think it's a 1. Let's check. Yes, a 1. So combat modifier with 1, yep. Hey! Roll me a 1d8, please.
And a 1.
Hey! Yeah, you smoke this dude. You just fucking shoot up his spine, basically. Like, and he just fucking just like drops to the floor like a sack of potatoes made out of blood. Nice. All right, so
we're talking about potatoes now.
On, you're up.
I might tempt fate and kill a man.
Okay. I need to tell you that within 60 seconds, you are bound to be bumfucked by about 7 dudes. Just letting you know.
That's I mean, on paper, that sounds fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I am rather squishy.
So what are you doing?
I'm leaving.
Yep. So you navigate around the 2 dead piles of people, and you run out the door after Bud, I guess.
Heading to the ship, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make you make a check to see if you can navigate your way back there. Because you're in an area of the place that you're not familiar with. But we'll see how you go with that.
Have planned that out.
Yeah. But this comes down to a tactics roll that I'll get you to make right now. When it's your turn again, I guess. So Goon 2.
I have those.
You have those. You have the tactics. You can roll. So Goon 2 is going to, I guess. So Lobo, you're the only one left in front, right? Who's the other person in the hallway then?
That part might be me.
Yeah, I think so. Kalo. Okay. So Lobo, AC of 5. See if your boy gets buoyed today. He does get buoyed.
Boy.
For 2 down.
Oh,
How
no,
is it that I
18
can?
health left.
How is it that I can smoke the fucking target in one go, but when it comes to shooting the guy with a bazillion health, it's like fucking dropping a fucking teardrop in the ocean.
No. I kind of think you got shot. It's like, ow! The shot's again. Like, ow! What the fuck? Ow!
You know that scene in
I'm stung.
You know that scene in Die Hard when the SWAT guys are running to the tower and one of them runs through a rose bush and it clips him and he's like, ow! Fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what that is. Okay. So Kalo, you're still in the hallway. What's happening?
I'm gonna try to catch up my teammates, of course.
Okay, so you leave the Lobo and the single dude in the hallway.
He can take care of himself.
All right.
Well, yeah, sure. I'll shoot at him if I have to.
You sure?
There
Okay.
are more bullets.
Well, Bud, you're out of this. You're out of the thing. So the only people left are going to be Dally and Goon. So Dally, your turn right now. What are you doing? You're the only person left in combat, essentially. Fucking
See you,
Lobo.
Lobo.
Son of a bitch! How do I forget my own name that easily? Alright, well, I'm gonna shoot this last guy. Fuck him. Fucking
Alright.
shit.
AC 3.
Ah, wow, cuck.
Yeah. Cuck's super hard. He's going to...
Do I get to do my tactics roll?
Yep. I mean, you guys are technically out of combat, so we're going to finish the combat first. So he is going to try and hold you up as long as you can. Nope.
Hey, I'm out.
All right. So now there's 4 dudes behind you as well. And they're going to take shots at you right now.
There should be a chance they can hit their ally.
No, Lobo's on the other side. Oh, there would be, yeah, I guess. We'll say that's a -3, like how it was in the other ones for you guys.
Oh, the first one still hit then, the 24.
Yep.
Alright, 1 hit. Oh wait, there's one more.
Yeah, there is. Okay.
All right, two hits.
2 hits.
Time for me to die.
14 damage.
Oh yeah, I'm almost dead.
What are you at right now?
4. All right, just after tanking like 5 or 6 shots, was it?
Yeah. So it's your turn now. Dally, what would you like to do? You want to try and leave?
Run away!
Oh my god, you hoser!
No, you guys
I held him up for
slightly
long
limp.
enough. Fuck this shit. I am out.
Yeah. So with your there
5
is like
bullet wounds.
there's like a doorway between you and them. Did you want to try and like bar the door somehow, or what do you want to do there,
Trash can in front of the door.
Lobo?
Well, I gave like my dudes like what?
Yeah,
2 or 3 turns head start.
Yeah, you gave him like an extra like 30 seconds advance run here, so you're the only one lagging behind here.
Yeah, I don't think I'll bother with barring the door then. Like, I don't have time for that shit. I'll just use my extra dexterity to move faster than all of them. Run the fuck out.
I'll tell you what. How about we do a thing called a luck save, right?
Oh boy.
Now,
I
if
am
you
very lucky
succeed
indeed.
this luck save, it'll be one of those doors where it's
Oh,
got
boy.
like the 2 handles on either side of the door, and there happens to be a lead pipe right there that you can jam between the 2 door handles.
Alright.
So go ahead and click luck for me. It's a luck save button right there.
Where the fuck? There it is.
Yep. So you got higher than a 12. What's there is there. Do you bar the door?
Yeah, I barred the door.
Nice.
I just happened to notice it in the corner of my eye. Shit, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. It's not like the GM didn't come up with that shit and help me out.
Shit.
Guys, I didn't expect you... Like, you're level 5 characters. These are like level 3 enemies. You should be mopping them up, so...
Dave, I'm getting sick of your shit here, okay?
Look, man.
I could probably do that.
I
but
could
my
make you
character-
level 9 characters and you guys would still be garbo, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'd just be like, way
Well, I'm sorry,
tanky.
like, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't roll 13, so you can't re-roll. Well, okay, well, what the hell thought of that rule?
Okay.
Giddy.
I mean, your attributes and stars without number doesn't matter. Like, it at most can add a 2 to a roll, right? It's not going to make or break things in a lot of cases. So they're not incredibly, like, important. Anyway, let's get a tactics roll from, I guess it was Bud, right? So blind.
Oh yeah, bud.
This will be a 7 difficulty to roll with intelligence.
The assisted thing from like having a map maybe of the station.
Give me a luck save. Yeah, there's there it is right there. In case of emergencies, here's the path you need to take.
Easy.
Easy.
So what would the assisted be then?
A 1.
Seconds. Oh. I think it's this way.
The 4
I
horsemen.
point at the upper doors.
The 4 horsemen. Ugh. The best in the universe. Ugh. At protecting your targets. Ugh. That we want to tell you about. So, yeah, I mean, you have a vague idea where you're going. You start heading in that direction, I guess.
Seems we got away. Gotta get to the ship though. Any of you buds figure out which way it is? I don't got a clue. That may be a vague idea, but we're fucked if we don't know.
So, you keep running?
Waiting for one of the others to do something to set us on track.
I
We
mean,
wanna say-
here's
oh,
the
yeah,
thing.
We want to say
You're confident in your tactical pre-planning there, Bud, to lead this group.
But my guy's always open to suggestions.
we want to say,
Okay,
yeah,
fuck
we
you,
parked
Jim.
the purple horse lot. What the fuck do you want me to say?
Hey guys, What was the station number you parked in?
69.
It was 3701, I think.
But that's what you believe, so that's where you go. Now, if you passed your tactics roll, on the other hand, I might have fucking told you. I love this game. So you guys go to 3701 docking station. You have to basically as you're running down the hallway, you run into a bunch of armed security personnel. They're armed with pistols, so useful. And that you ask them the quickest way out, and they say that you have to cross over the basically the strip in order to get there. That's the quickest way. If you were to go underground, which they haven't been able to secure, they don't know how deep these people are, you might be better off mingling with the crowds. So you guys come out back of a retail store. Now there's there's basic knickknacks and clothing in here that you can use to cover up and hide and disguise and try and fit in with the crowd if you wanted to do that. Keep in mind that most of you are covered in blood. At this point, Lobo, you've caught up, so...
Yeah, because I'm so fast.
You're fast as fuck. Plus, you barred the door, so you did a good job there.
I think the best bet is try to get something to cover her, or at least cover the target, so a little bit less chance for her getting spotted.
So the only person who doesn't stick out like a sore thumb is Lobo, but
bleeding
Dally,
from head to toe.
Dally is covered in his own blood and excrement, probably. So what's the plan here? You want to try and spend a little bit of time fitting in, because otherwise the crowd will part like the Red Sea as you walk by.
Is there any trench coats in here?
I'll use my stealth roll to disguise us into the horde of people.
Yeah.
Guys, take the target, get to the fucking spaceship. Away from you guys, okay?
So you just want to leave without covering up or nothing?
Alright.
Leave, but I want them to cover up and get the target to safety.
And you're gonna do... Alright, good luck with that.
As the bad
and I just take the target.
Fucking hoser.
Okay. So, guys, I need an answer. Are you going to be disguising?
Yes, I am at least.
Alright, how many people are doing that?
Gonna pretend she's some drunk chick or something.
That's a little hard considering she's made out of rock. So, I'm gonna need you guys...
Cover in a cloth.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to make a stealth check. Anyone who wants to cover up.
Alright. Is that strength or...
No, that would be stealth wisdom.
Alright, easy. So long as you don't fuck up the roll.
And this will be an 8 or something. Yeah. Cool. So, yep. So, Kalo. Ooh. I mean, I like to think that you put on a Hawaiian shirt, but your vest is still visible, Arn, you're good, so you find suitable clothing like a hoodie or something like that. You don't lose any of your armor by doing this, you just sort of put it on top, right? Now, Watchman, Bud, do you want to try and find something to cover up your assault armor with?
As well.
Okay. Oh look, perfect. that summer dress fits perfectly. Your armor is a little bulkier than most, so you have to put on a hat, one of those summer hats, and a dress and stuff. So that's the only thing that can cover you up.
Actually, just a bikini. I'm just yes, this will cover it.
I mean, if you want to be stupid about it, sure. Yeah. All right, so
I'm from Space Canada.
Okay, so with your results, you head on out. Two of you look like, grandma's haberdashery section, and the other two look suitably attired for mingling with a crowd of wealthy individuals. You make your way out on the strip. So, let's get some, I guess, not so much tactics. What would be a good role here? Okay, who wants to lead? Who wants to lead the stealth roll? We'll have one stealth roll here, and it'll be a -2 because 2 of you are Garbo. Lobo?
Okay,
Anyone?
alright, me.
Well, no,
do it.
someone just fucking say, yes,
I'll do
I
it.
would like to do it. Okay.
No, but alright, okay, if you say so,
Alright,
I'll
stealth
give you
with what?
responsibility.
It would be stealth, intelligence, with a -2.
-2 assisted.
Yeah, that was much.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are, trying to make your way around, and Heavy. Your early warning system kicks into high gear, and you see a man who whips off a trench coat and starts firing into the crowd. And we get like that vision of you getting shot in the face and falling down and dying, before you snap back to reality. And you see the man who looks over at you, and his eyes widen, and he's about to shoulder drop his trench coat.
I say to the group, guy with trench coat, disperse, and I bolt.
Okay. What does everyone else do?
I grab the target and bring her down to the floor.
Okay.
Can't hear what Heavy said. I haven't been able to hear him for like the past hour. What did he say?
He told you that there was a guy in a trench coat. And then
I start walking towards him with my
Hey.
plasma gun out.
Oh, okay.
You walk casually towards the man who's about to open fire into a crowd of people.
Casually. I don't walk casually towards him. I start shoving people out of the way going towards him.
Okay, when someone says, I walk towards the target, I imagine them like, winding up their arms ready for a big punch, like checking their muscles and shit. No. So, okay, you army Yog over to the man and point your rifle at him and unleash hell. Give me a
Put
attack
it,
roll, please.
like, straight in his mouth.
You can't get that close. But yeah, go ahead, give me an AC drop, please. A range attack,
basic
AC
range?
3. Yeah.
2?
What is your projectile? No, your energy, yeah? So yours would be +2, yeah. Okay. There is no crit bonuses in this game, so...
Oh, what?
Because there's also no crit fails, because you guys would have been fucking dead if there was. So, give me 2d8 worth of damage, please. 13. Yeah, that's enough to put this man down. He just fucking blap blap.
Blap.
The crowd starts running away. Like, that sort of thing, yeah. Everyone uses their stock animations to run away from you. And then you realize you're playing Assassin's Creed. And yeah, the way has been cleared.
Second.
What's that?
To Godzilla for a second.
Yeah. So you guys make your way over to docking station 3701.
Yep.
No, this isn't the right place.
Clearly.
I call-
That's funny. No. Since I'm the pilot, I pull the keys. I click. I'm like, shit, we're not here. Look over the station. You see light flash. I'm like, fuck.
I call the security station. Out of the Vigil Sparrow requesting the location of my ship. I can't find it. What docking station are we in? Trying to get the VIP Raymond.
Renee
What's
Carmen.
the Renee Carmen out of the station and out of harm's way.
All
I
right.
repeat, we are trying to get the VIP to the Vigil Sparrow.
Well, I called them earlier let know the opera house being assaulted, but they didn't do anything. So,
No, they did. They
Fucking
were just
security
fucking
guards there.
destroyed, though.
it's just those two? No, I thought it'd be like a lot more than that.
Nope, there were other people, but they did the same as you, and they came in through the front,
Oh,
and they got stuck. So, okay, so yeah, what are you calling on exactly?
Personal communication line.
Okay, what is that?
A radio.
Okay, you call on your radio to the station security, yeah? Is that what you're doing?
Is my mic cutting out again?
All I heard was
Yeah.
I assume yes from that. Okay, so
No, that's.
so are you using push to talk? What are you using?
I am just doing the activity thing.
Okay. You need to lower your activity bar considerably.
That much? I don't know.
Okay, go into your settings
Wow.
and lower it. Just lower it all the way down to the bottom because it's.
That's a terrible idea.
It's all the way down.
Well, then I don't know what to
Seriously?
tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so go ahead and make a luck save for me. Check, please. Yeah, you just hear the sound of dead clicks.
Oh, they're all
Just a quick question. How many
Soldiers
corridors?
actually remember it.
Hey,
Are
hey
there-
guys. Where do you think my suitcase would have been put somewhere by now? Like where we can get assistance?
Maybe.
I
to go?
think it would be thrown in the trash because you put junk in it.
It would probably be
I
in
mean,
a secure.
It was
like,
locked.
it was probably be in a secure location. Like someone, like the moment that no one came to claim it, security would have been called on it for sure.
So we can go somewhere where we can get help if we track down the suitcase with the tracker I put in it?
Yes, you
my
can.
God.
Alright, let's do that then.
Overwhelming those fuckers.
Alright, since the radio's not working, let's do that. Get to the suitcase.
Get to the
Pull it down.
suitcase. Yeah. Okay. You pull out your little PDA with the tracking location on it, and you play a series of hot and cold. Can you give me a tech save for me, please, Lobo?
Oh dear lord.
Why don't we have a tracker on our goddamn ship?
Tech. Alright. Please. Intelligence, I guess?
No, tech save. It's a tech save. It's a saving throw.
Oh, where... That. Oh, I have it.
There you go.
Oh, thank God.
Tech saves are what you're best at, so you should have passed this.
Yeah, boy.
Which you did. Yeah, you have no problems navigating the you know, the weird menus and corridors that this overlay gives you, and you make it without issue towards your goal. And it is locked in a security room, so you don't even get to it before you run into security personnel. Basically, is what's happening.
Alright, excellent.
Yeah.
So,
We're looking
Wait,
for the
what?
Vigil Sparrow. Can you pull it up? We have a VIP. We're part of the Four Horsemen.
but don't mention that on the radio. We're kind of
We're in
running
front
away
of
from
the-
those
Oh,
guys
yeah.
who are shooting everybody.
Yeah, man, radios have been dead for a while now. Look, I don't know what's going on right now. Do you know what's going on at all?
People
Yeah,
are getting
we're-
shut up in the theater.
They're trying to kill someone. We need coordinates to our ship.
Well, the radios are down in the whole station.
Like a connection to the fucking
Is there a log?
map or something?
Oh yeah, what dock are you docked in? I can guide you there.
Hey, can like all of us accept the guy who made the roll last roll?
I shouldn't roll that again.
I mean, okay, so here's what I'll allow you to do. He'll take you over to a map that he has. Now that you guys aren't under pressure, let's get a tactics roll from everyone, please. Difficulty.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually reading right now to find which dock we were in.
This will be difficulty 8. So this is tactics.
Oh,
Oh,
There
thank
you
God.
go. That's a good one.
For which trip? I'm
wait,
sorry.
no, wait.
You
That
fucked
doesn't
that.
match.
You
Yeah,
don't
I
have a
fucked that
plus 8.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
So that would be if
The
you can
attribute in
you can roll that again. Yeah, intelligence. Yes.
failed by 2.
That fucking double ones.
Oh, okay.
One- oh my
alright, I
God!
get it.
None of us remember.
How could that be a fucking map?
Hey, can I omen again?
We'll save. Just say, wait, this is wrong.
What would you like to? You can re-roll this check if you want. You can use your precognition,
Well, I tried
the
to and failed.
alternative outcomes, if you wanted to. You can
Oh.
definitely do that.
Oh,
Does that cost anything, or is that just a?
By the way, experts also get a free re-roll on skills.
oh, that's good to know. Well, I used mine and I failed.
You roll it again.
Yeah.
When did you roll it a second time?
Well, I rolled the first time with +8 and then a 7.
I'll let you re-roll that, man. It's not a big deal. Just
Oh, okay.
re-roll it again.
Anything besides a 1, we know where our ship is.
Yeah, everyone
Nope.
got a 1. That's incredible. I just realized that. My God, guys.
I didn't get a 1.
That-
No,
oh,
not
you
a 4.
didn't. Yeah. Okay. So who's the other expert?
I mean, me. 1 second. Come
Just
on.
scratch and sniff.
Wow.
My God.
Okay.
damn, I can't. What?
To Aaron, it's down to Heavy to make this.
What is this, dungeon
Right.
world or something? What's going on here? Anyway, okay.
I can't.
can't even find
do the
our
reroll.
ship.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough points for that.
Our psychic is our last chance to find our ship because he didn't re-roll yet.
No. You haven't. You've only spent 1 point. You've only spent 1 omen.
No,
point.
no, because didn't I spend that earlier?
Yeah.
You have a lot more points, dude.
And your terminal reflection is free. So you've done omen and you've done omen twice. So you have 5 points left over, which is what you need to do alternate outcomes.
I thought I could have sworn I did alternate outcomes earlier.
No, you didn't have
No,
to
you didn't.
because you rolled a 20 straight up, remember?
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, cool. I'll do that then.
Go for it.
Please, Aaron Jesus.
Tactics intelligence.
Oh, thank God. Oh, exactly.
Hey. Yeah, so yeah,
So,
the map of the space station is pretty insane because it's huge, right? It's a big fucking place. But yeah, you looking at this map, you have like a psychic premonition of like basically you get a walkthrough of what happened when you left the ship. And you guys can, with that psychic flow going through your brain and stuff, make it back to the ship pretty easily.
Oh.
hey
Only to
guys,
find it's been blown up.
It's over here.
Yeah.
We gotta go there.
Yeah. And I mean, you make it pretty well to the end.
Get on the ship and leave. No problems, right?
Yeah, no problems. No problems. Little touch and go there. But you do have a medical station here on the on your actual ship, the
Excellent.
Vigil Sparrow. So you can
Get
take
her
care
over
of her.
there.
I like the idea that you guys are loading up the ship with her as well, and then you just think, weren't we supposed to protect like 5 other people as well?
Oh yeah. I
That
forgot
doesn't
about
even cross. That doesn't even cross my guy's mind. He's just like, we did a pretty good job.
We only saved 1 of the 6 people.
it.
We saved the VIP.
Yeah.
We saved the talented one. Who cares, really?
So yeah, we see you guys jetting off into the stratosphere. Yeah, we get like a final montage of our characters. All of you are reprimanded for failing, basically only doing 60% of your job. So good job there. But you don't have to have your tattoos debranded.
No, thank God.
Does anyone like do anything? Like, do you have a special montage outro you'd like to go over for your characters?
I'm just having a drink. I'm just having a drink up in cockpit. Like, no glass, just straight from the bottle.
I'm just sitting in the shower, just letting it wash over me, feeling shame.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are pretty good mercenaries, right? You've done a lot of work together.
But this is the first time we failed
This
pretty
was
hard.
a clusterfuck. You know, like maybe you thought it'd be an easy street thing, right? Because, you know, Palace Restal is actually a pretty secure place. So something happened on the ship to allow these guys to get these guns on board, you know?
Exactly what I wanted to find out with the suitcase plan, but that failed so hard.
Well, you
Why do
know,
you think it'll work?
I don't know what you were planning on doing
That
though.
would
Like,
Look, I just thought it would be a little bit of a different setup, like more of a bar kind of thing. But like, yeah, I didn't
Vegas.
expect it to be that important.
the,
You know,
the odds of finding the one guy they're gonna be trying to kill her, the odds of that happening.
I mean, you never know. It's fucking
No,
RPG.
you know, it's not gonna happen.
So, Arn, what are you doing?
Space pizza and television.
You just like just
Arn's
turn on
failed-
Netflix. Just
Arn's
like,
failed before, and he'll fail again, so
Yeah.
he's not that bothered.
and
He's watching Bright.
yeah. And Bud, what are you doing?
My guy is at the bar telling that one story he tells.
So it's like a Simpsons episode. It just resets back to the start. And you guys
Back
go
on Space Canada. So back on Space Canada, I was at this bar, and this hoser just walked right in front of me, and I just...
That's when you realize that this is Groundhog Day, and unless you do it perfectly, you can't leave. And the only person who knows that is
Oh,
the
God.
GM. No, the only person who knows that is Akira Sakamoto. He's the guy stuck in the Groundhog Day, and he has to kill her perfectly. That's what that was. You know, like, yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that wraps up the session. Good job. You guys are fucking awful at rolling. But
Except for stats.
yeah, you did
I
get on.
rolled
Oh, bite me! Oh, bite me!
I had to-
I rolled well when...
I don't know why you guys are so salty about that.
So you know what I did halfway through, because you guys were doing so bad. I actually changed the hit point maximum of the enemy.
I'm not surprised.
They have 15 hit points, and there is no fucking way you guys would have lived. There is no fucking way you guys would have lived if they had 15 hit points.
It's not our fault, Dave. It's not our fault.
Like
Alright.
us.
Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this fan party game. After this show is going to go up, we are going to have another voting poll going up for regular viewers, Patreon supporters, and Twitch subscribers. Each of them are going to have their own poll to decide our next role-playing experience for fan party. The next game is going to be on, I guess, February 3rd of 2018. We don't know what the game's going to be right now, so head on over to the Discord if you want to see that voting link. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I want to check out... I definitely want to be able to check out Stars Without Number, the Refined Edition, I guess is what it's called. And because there's a new one out, it literally just came out, and I want to go check that out because Stars Without Number is one of my favorite game modes of all time. But if you want to join in on to the fan party next month, all you need to do is become a Twitch subscriber or a Patreon supporter to get access to the tables. Otherwise, you can donate sometime during the month to get access as well. More information can be found over on the fan party group on Discord. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. What are you guys' thoughts and styles of that number?
Well, this is my first tabletop in about 5 years. I enjoyed it. It was just kind of weird doing it online instead of on pen and paper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What about you guys?
It was alright.
It did not like us. The
I
system.
prefer a different, like.
Stats, but then it was like, no, you get to die.
You know, when you roll such good stats, you expect to have a good time, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty crunchy system. So skills are 2d6, combat is a d20, and it's kind of weird how that works. I think the refined version of this game fixes all of that stuff I've heard. So I'll have to take a look at it and see how we go.
Like,
But
I haven't rolled like 3d6s, you know, and stats and get 18s in like
forever,
ever.
right? Yeah, and you did that like
Yeah.
twice, so that's pretty insane. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That's where we're gonna leave it. Have a good one, and we'll see you sometime on Sunday, tomorrow, actually, for the last episode of Embers. So stick around for that. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.